as we get set to start off the 2025-2026 season. I'm John Clement, about to bring you all the action live here from, well, an interesting spot high up above the Columbus, Indiana arena. Maybe not too high up here. We're just a couple of rows up, but I'll tell you what, in amongst the crowd, certainly an interesting place to be for me. So we'll see how this all ticks through here during the course of this one. Give you guys a quick look inside the booth, if we can. Having a little bit of an issue in these. We've got guys being a little bit lesser with the language here, but we'll see how that all shakes out. But anyway, moving on. As I said, we're going to have an interesting night up here, and apparently my in-booth cam isn't working. Got bumped a couple of times, but I am high up here above the ice surface as the Zamboni's about to take to the ice for the first time here at the Columbus, Indiana arena, as the Sentinels set to drop the puck on their home opener, just a week ahead of your Topeka Scarecrows getting set to drop the puck on our home opener back in Topeka just 7 days from tonight. And, well, literally about exactly 7 days right now back in Topeka. The doors will be open. People will be filing in, and if it's anything like this, it'll be a great time for sure. I certainly hope all of you have your tickets and are ready to go here for the Topeka Scarecrows home opener live at the Stormontville Event Center. That's exactly 1 week away today. Quick look here at this game as we get started, and as I said, we've got some people getting very excited. The Scarecrows start out their inaugural season as they face another of the first-year teams in the league. The Sentinels, for the first time of 14 times this year, after a summer filled with excitement and movement around the capital city, the puck finally hits the ice, with pro hockey returning to Topeka for the first time in 20 years. Indiana has been building up to having this team for the past 2 seasons. Now their excitement becomes reality as they drop the puck for the first time in history tonight. This weekend will set the tone for the 14-game set over the course of 2025-2026, and we'll see the return to the bench of Robbie Nichols in a full-time capacity for the first time since 2011 with the Elmira Jackals. That, of course, a long while ago, and most of the players on this team, in fact, are a little bit newer to the game, so we'll have to see if any of them even remember the Jackals. That might be a fun little question for social media we'll work on here over the course of the season. That being said, it's time to really look into this one, and, well, tale of feast or famine with this offseason, the way things have gone. Indiana feasted in goal, acquiring a bunch of goaltending prospects, as Parker Rutherford, obviously the biggest takeaway for them, coming in. He had a rough time going, as now the Danville team that was here last season, part of the FPHL, really struggled all season long, and Parker Rutherford was the goalie of record, 38 appearances in 56 games, had a .534 goals against, an .891 save percentage, a .331 record. But I'll tell you what, his ability to come through in the clutch when Danville needed a save made the difference between a lot of those games being competitive and being not competitive at all. So we'll have to see how that all shakes out. It's going to be very interesting as these two squads get set to go. The Topeka Scarecrows, on the other hand, let's talk about the feast that the Scarecrows have had. Guys like Elijah Wilson, TJ Sneath, Scott Koash, Doug Blaisdell, Corey Checo, Gordon Whalen, the whole roster up and down. Justin Schmidt, the player assistant coach, bringing well over. He posted this morning on social media, this is his 38th season putting on the skates. And it's incredible to think about that. A player at 40 years old has been playing since he was 2, getting the opportunity to lace him up for season 38. Very impressive. But again, then you look at the net too, another feast. Sammy Bernard, a huge goaltender, a guy who really led the way for both Columbus and Baton Rouge last year. It's going to be very interesting to see how head coach Robbie Nichols utilizes his goalie tandem. Brady Dyer, fresh out, he and his former Northumberland teammate, Matthew Schulist, took the rookie lap. Those two were the first ones onto the ice, the first ones in Scarecrow sweaters to take to the ice. So it'll be interesting to see how Robbie Nichols utilizes that tandem. Before we get into Coach's Corner and head coach Robbie Nichols, let's talk about tonight's hot player to watch. As always this season, it'll be brought to you by our good friends at Dean Heating and Cooling. as we cue that one up. Tonight's top player to watch, Elijah Wilson, number 16. After a season that saw Elijah going from Elmira, New York to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Wilson set career numbers in the Southern market, putting up 29 goals and 56 points, including a 4-game goal-scoring streak to end the regular season in Louisiana. Elijah is just under a point a game in his FPHL career, looks to continue that offensive trend moving forward. He rejoins two-time teammate Sammy Bernard, and that should give Wilson some ease into adjusting here in Topeka. We'll see how that shakes out, as he is tonight's hot player to watch. We'll send it down now to head coach Robbie Nichols, hear what he has to say, and get ready for period number 1. And we're back for another edition of Coach's Corner right here, the first one of the season with head coach Robbie Nichols. Coach, it's been a long off season, a big preseason now down in Allen, Texas, and now, of course, opening up here in Columbus, Indiana. What's it feel like to see the team taking the ice for the first time here tonight?
Oh, it's like Christmas morning. I think I woke up around 4 o'clock and getting ready for the game. So I'm very excited. A lot of hard work goes into the off season, putting the teams together, and excited. Christmas morning's here, so we'll see what we put together here.
Well, speaking of that, obviously you had a chance, as I said last week in Allen, to see the team kind of perform in a couple of games, not necessarily league games, but still games nonetheless. Did that help you going into tonight's evaluating process and getting your roster finalized and ready to go?
I think it did. You got to see the guys play at an ECHL level, and some guys fit in and some guys didn't, and it really helps out. I'm really excited about the team we put together, and like I said, tonight is our measuring stick of how we did.
And speaking of measuring stick, obviously Indiana, another team looking to see where they're at right now in the league. The other new team really in the league besides PD. How is it matching up with a team like that when you really don't have a lot to prep for? You don't have any carryover players. It's all just like your situation, new players in a new spot.
Well, that's the thing, is a new team, putting it all together. All the hard work went into it, and I can't forget how blessed we are. Don Lewis and Chris for this opportunity to come coach this team and put the team together. And I have to thank my wife, because she let me go away and do this, follow my dreams as a kid. Be in the hockey world, and so I had to leave my wife and my kids and my grandkids and one of my dogs, and so it's been a tough go, but it's really trying to put this best team together, and it's exciting.
Well, thank you, Miss Nelly, and we appreciate that. But also, obviously, we're opening up on the road. I talked to you about it on the radio show earlier this week about whether it makes a difference opening home in the road, and you said it does not. Walking in here knowing you won't have your fans and you don't know what the crowd's going to be like, does that kind of have an impact on you as far as preparation, or is there no impact at all?
No, it's it's an opener, a home opener for them, and I just tell the guys we need to keep it simple. Just do the things we taught. It's a little bit like a rec hockey arena here, where we all played up and when we grew up as kids, and the number one thing we did is went out and had fun. So that's what we're going to return to. I want our players to go out there, have fun, play a simple game of hockey, keep it simple. The big show, the fancy lights and all that's coming Friday, October 17th, if you haven't got your tickets. If you want to see the show, go to that game. Don't come tonight's game. I don't think it'll be a big show here, but it's fun, and it should be a good game of hockey.
Well, and you guys did get a morning skate, so obviously you got to see the ice a little bit, got to see how the boards bounce a little bit, and obviously those minutes are valuable. When you come out here and take a morning skate, obviously this league, it's always questionable whether or not there will be a morning skate or not. You guys got the chance to skate to this morning. What did that kind of tell you to get ready for tonight?
It made me excited. The guys are excited. They're talking. These guys are pros. We have 20 players on our team, and I believe 10 of them could jump up right now and play in the ECHL level. They're a lot of good kids, a good character dressing room, and we're trying to form a culture here, a winning culture, and I'm excited. I'm glad they got to skate. I'm glad they got to get excited and talk out there. I'm excited about the start tonight.
Well, you talk about that, and I wanted to ask you, too, because you got a few players, you yourself, myself, a lot of guys in this room have been around for some years. They've seen what goes on at the professional level. You've got some rookies in camp right now, and you've got a couple of guys who are making their initial debut in the pro hockey game tonight. What do you have to say to kids like that who are really getting their first taste of this, fresh out of the GMHL, fresh out of college? When you look at a guy like that, what do you have to say as a coach to get them back into the, as you put it, just play the game, have fun?
Well, you just don't want them doing too much. A lot of people, home openers, road openers, people want to be too much, be too fancy. It's a team that keeps it simple, wins the game. So we're gonna work on their mistakes. We're gonna forecheck hard and look at the mistakes from their team. And all those kids, it's their first game. I don't know if I remember my first one, but it's kind of so long ago. But it's just exciting. It's exciting for these guys to get the opportunity. Tonight they become a professional hockey player. So it's a big night for them all.
Well, last question before I let you go. The first goal in franchise history is always the biggest and the big one that gets talked about all the way through the season, and who scored it and how it went in and all that, and taking that puck back to the owner. And I know your buddy's sitting back there, and he's got to be waiting for that puck, Don Lewis. And again, thank you to Don and Chris for doing all that they've done. But when you look at the first goal in franchise history, I know you remember the Enforcers' first goal. I know you remember probably your first goal. What does that mean to a franchise to have that first goal? And do you have any idea of who might be on the recipient of that side?
We could have 16 guys, I guess. I don't think it's going to be one of our goalies, but 16, 17 guys could score that first goal. We've got a very talented team, and I don't really focus on the first goal puck. I'm wanting to take the first win puck back. So I think I focus on, we're going to. It's a team here, and you're going to find that no one player is more important than anyone. We work together. Obviously, hockey's a team sport, but I work out a lot, and everyone that's ever played for me or worked for me knows what team means, and together everyone achieves more. These guys will work together. I'm really not concerned who gets the first goal as long as we get the first win puck tonight.
Well, there it is. First win puck. Hopefully on the way. We'll be back here on the Mixer.com pregame show.
Quality renovations in Topeka start with Kingdom Builders. From dream kitchens to outdoor living spaces, we bring craftsmanship and class to every project. Book your free consult today. Your vision, our craft, His glory.
Whether it's your first time or you've done this before, buying or selling a home can be scary. That's why you need someone who truly cares. Let Vince Vasquez and Keller Williams One Legacy Partners be your trusted source, guiding you every step of the way to a championship caliber experience. Because at Keller Williams, we're the team that puts you first.
Keller Williams, the team that puts you first.
Call Vince Vasquez today at 785-608-8537. Hey, Scarecrows fans! Topeka Chick-fil-A restaurants are proud to partner with your Topeka Scarecrows. Add chicken to your roster and feel like a champion. Order your favorites through the Chick-fil-A app and pick them up at either our 17th and Wanamaker or our South Topeka Boulevard location to cheer on the Scarecrows to victory. Let's go, Scarecrows!
Wax? Yeah. Use some of the little bite. Supernotic top wax.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because we know it's more than a new home. It's really him. It's a new journey.
Welcome to the neighborhood, Jordan.
Thanks, guys. Whoa.
And when you feel protected, you can dream fearlessly.
Go long.
Bundle home and auto and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote at amfam.com.
ends with a kiss.
Find space at Spring Hill Suites.
Let's go, Gary! Let's go, Gary! Let's go, Gary! I sing about!
For rest and relaxation, go to Spa Via.
Security threats. They are scary, they are real, and they happen. Whether it's a cyber threat or a physical threat, you won't see it coming. Is your business prepared? If not, where do you start? Rest easy. The experts at Nextech are here to help. With a free security assessment, we can discover where you may have gaps and come up with a solution that will protect your business assets. Visit next-tech.com/business to learn more about security protection.
Hotel Topeka at City Center is your home away from home when in the capital city. Located just 1 mile from downtown and conveniently located right next to the Stormont Vale Event Center. Whether you're in town for a Scarecrows game or just on vacation, stay with a touch of class at Hotel Topeka at City Center.
From the front row to the upper level. From epic concerts to heart-stopping games. Tickets for Less puts you where the action is. Experience the thrill of live events like never before. Every seat holds a story. Find yours at ticketsforless.com and never pay service fees.
Brass Rail Tavern. Come visit Topeka's oldest bar. 401 North Emmett Street, Topeka.
Whether it's your first time or you've done this before, buying or selling a home can be scary. That's why you need someone who truly cares. Let Vince Vasquez and Keller Williams One Legacy Partners be your trusted source, guiding you every step of the way to a championship caliber experience. Because at Keller Williams, we're the team that puts you first.
Keller Williams, the team that puts you first.
Call Vince Vasquez today at 785-608-8537.
You know any wax? Yeah. Need someone willing to fight. Supernautics Hockey.
that, we are back. And apologies, the anthem and introductions have been made. The team is ready to go. The ceremonial puck drop has already occurred, so jumped the gun a little bit there, but we're certainly going to be getting things going here quickly and looking forward to this one. A little bit of a speech going on down here. And then we will get things going here in just a minute. So a pregame prayer, and now we are finally set to kick off the first game of the regular season for these two squads. So lineups were submitted. Head coach Robbie Nichols had to submit first. Not very surprising. As you see, Sneath, Elijah Wilson had it out there. They'll be two of the first members of the Scarecrows to take to the ice, along with Gordon Whalen on the backside. Everybody taking their proper laps right now as Papa Petros taking a circle. And Matt Schulist will hang up here on the left-hand side of this structure, as Robbie Nichols lines countered by Vigor, Marquise Grant Mentis, and Anthony Morin. Puck is dropped. We are underway, and the Scarecrows come away with the face-off. Hustling it up quickly. Schulis trying to force it forward and cannot. Turned around as once again it's turned around. Back again, up and down into the zone. Chasing after it quickly. TJ Sneath trying to get on his horse. He gets around the backside, throws it towards the front, a shot, and that one goes just wide. Excellent work quickly there by Topeka. Elijah Wilson with it, trying to throw it out towards the front. Bounces back and out to center ice. Having to chase it, Gordon Whalen goes back to play. Whalen has possession, moving it up quickly. Matt Schulis tips it in. That goes all the way down and back below the goal line. Choice back. Kuykendall has it. Trying to move it around quickly. Gets it up to Marquise Grant Mentis. Grant Mentis hustling it through. Deflects that one back out to center ice as that's dumped in. Coming out of the net, Sammy Bernard kicking that one aside. Pushed up the sideboards and now hustling out. Here comes Topeka with some speed into the zone. Hustling through Carter Thornton. Breaking shot over the top of the net. Bounces back around. Scott Goesch couldn't get there. Kuykendall has it. Trying to move it around. Banked around the boards, rolls all the way back to the blue line, but kept by Topeka. The Scarecrows getting it down deep. It's Hugo Koch. Koch out towards the middle, stick lifted, out towards the middle, again broken up. Carter Thornton gets his stick on it, throws it towards the center of the zone, and again it's taken away. Back down low. It's blown dead, a delayed penalty, and slashing going to be the call. It looks as though it's going to go against Hugo. No, Scott Koash. Scott Koash will take 2 minutes for the slash, and the people here certainly letting them know. As 18:51 left to go here. And we are set to go yet again. First penalty kill of the year for the Scarecrows. That one's dropped, moved right towards center, and that'll be broken up and broken out by the Scarecrows. Hustled out to center ice. Working it in, it's Elijah Wilson cutting through towards the zone. Dumping it down in deeper, and he's chased by 4 different Sentinels. Picked off, and Wilson almost came out of the scrum with it. Marquise Grant Mentis will drop it back down, as now the Sentinels trying to reset. Playing it ahead. Moved up quickly, it's Morin. Morin moves it along, gets it ahead to Mullins. Mullins has it picked off. Wilson with a drop. Work back towards the front, and it's pulled away. Right back out, here comes Morea. Morea hustling it into the offensive zone. Throws a pass across, little trouble shot, kick save by Sammy Bernard and moved to the sidewall. Scarecrows trying to chase that one down. They get it out to center ice, and fresh off the bench, hustling after it, couldn't quite get there, was Corey Checo, trying to force that puck down deep. Turned back around the other way, hustled back as Barnett's trying to get it out to the neutral zone, gets it there, but it's turned immediately back in and hustled back deep into the zone. Parker Rutherford slows it down there, but again, Hugo Koch racing in, has now a delay. What is the call here? Didn't see it. As now again, we'll see Coach Nichols not happy. Nichols still chatting with the official. Penalties coming here. The officials are talking. 1 minute to go of power play time. 17:50 remaining here in period number 1. The officials coming together to have this conversation as they wait. And the fans here in Indiana are psyched. Still a lot of conversation coming here. It does look like Vigor will take a seat in the penalty box, so we're going to get some 4-on-4 hockey for the next minute. As that'll even things up. So Vigor heads in. And we're going to play 4-on-4. As there's the whistle calling everybody back to the faceoff circle. 17:49, they drop it, one back to the point. Scarecrows with the possession. Norwitzki towards the front, kick save, a shot and couldn't get it to go. Carter Thornton gets it back towards the point, it's taken away. Marquise Grant Mentis hustling it out. Grant Mentis has a man, takes it himself through the neutral zone, shot up and over and out of play as that one gets knocked down. And my apologies about the clock issue there, folks. We'll get that sorted out for you. 17:33 left to go here in period number 1. So this may just run. Still some conversation here as they get back towards the defensive zone off to the right-hand side of Sammy Bernard. As now they get started. Puck is dropped and won back cleanly once again by the Scarecrows. Wrapped around the backside. Norwinski comes away with it. Norwinski flips it out towards center. Taken away by Marquise Grant Mentis. Taken away again just as quickly by the Scarecrows now as Grant Mentis hustling around down there in the offensive zone. Takes it back behind. Trying to work that puck along the sidewall and again continues to push that puck deeper. Grant Mentis working his way back behind the goal line, looking back towards the point. Has no help, drops it off. It's poke checked away, and now the Scarecrows chase it back. Norwinski dumps it off, gets it for Gagnon. Gagnon moves it ahead. Trying to force this puck ahead. The Scarecrows still with it back in their own zone. Turned around, pressured as they're about to get on a power play here. Moving ahead into the offensive zone. Shot by Wilson is shouldered away that time by Rutherford. Back out towards center. Whalen comes away with it, and now a power play opportunity for the Scarecrows. Trying to hustle it back ahead. Whalen has it. Gets it ahead. It's Hugo Koch now. Koch towards the middle. Has that one taken away, and that's going to be a delayed penalty. Kuykendall pushing Hugo Koch out of the way. And now that'll be our first official power play call, as we'll go on to the Ace Electric power play. So Ace Electric sponsors the power play here. As the penalty added here. As that'll drop the puck, and the Scarecrows with a great opportunity as they come away with a face-off win. Back behind goes Koch. Koch has it, looking back towards the point. Drops off for Elijah Wilson. Wilson from the point, sends it down deeper, trying to work it around to Checo. Checo back below the goal line, back towards the point, stopped there. As Papa Petros looking, passes off, looking for the shot. One-timer, and that's deflected off, as now Koch will chase it back down. Koch poke checking it back along. Picked off here by Sneath. Sneath with it, looking back, has Wilson. Passes back to him at the hash marks. Wilson back to the point. Papa Petros with a big windup. Passes off. Wilson shot right in the chest. Another opportunity is turned aside. And Parker Rutherford comes up huge. 5-on-3 goes for 9 more seconds. And we'll see if the Scarecrows can come up with something here. So quick line change here from head coach Robbie Nichols. Thornton Coash out here alongside Schulist, Whalen, and Gagnon on the backside. Puck is dropped, one back cleanly, and the Sentinels will just dump that one down as it goes all the way back. Whalen comes up with it, trying to move it ahead quickly. Does get it up, but it's sent back into the defensive zone as the 5-on-3 quickly becomes a 5-on-4. A minute 10 left to go in that. Down to 15:44 left to go here in period number 1. Quickly moved ahead up the near side wall as coming in again is Gordon Whalen. Dumps it off. Carter Thornton has it. Banks it off again. Finds Scott Koash. Koash cutting towards the middle, looking for a lane, goes back to the point instead. Towards the net, deflected and goes just wide. Right back towards the front, and they can't get it to go. Still behind the net, Carter Thornton. Thornton trying to move it out, has some trouble. That puck skitters away as now once again towards the middle, broken up. Playing it along as Koash, passes across, using the whole zone here. 40 seconds to go in the 5-on-4. Move back behind. Trying to hustle this puck around. The Scarecrows looking to set it up towards the front, looking. Koash gets Rutherford down towards the front, and Thornton couldn't get the one-timer. Thornton banks it around, gets it up to Gagnon. Gagnon with it, 25 seconds remaining. Back down low. Back below the goal line it goes now, as the Scarecrows still trying to move it along. Schulis comes up with it in his skates. Schulis back to the point. Whalen across, finds his man. Looking for a lane. Shot deflected, goes just wide. This puck's going to skitter out, and with 10 seconds to go, Indiana going to come up with a big stoppage there. Trying to turn it around goes Gordon Whalen. Whalen hustling into the zone. Cutting through. Shot goes just wide. Banked off. Power play is over. Back down low. Wychik trying to chase it and couldn't get there. Koash does. Koash looking, passing across. Trying to settle this puck in. They couldn't get it to settle, as now the Scarecrows will have to take it back into their own zone. 14:20 left to go here, period number 1. Trying to move it up. A little trouble. Kept at the point that time by Indiana. Banks off a couple of bodies and now hustled out. Topeka gets it into the zone. It's Checo. Checo with a shot kicked aside. Right back towards the front. And it's taken away as O'Reilly trying to put it off the net. Couldn't do anything with it, as now Indiana will turn it back the other way. Barnett's quickly up. Raymond couldn't handle it. That puck flutters around in center. Pushed into the zone. Cutting back through and dumped back to center. Big physical contact there at the blue line as back behind it goes. Blaisdell wraps it around the boards. Indiana making changes, as is the Topeka Scarecrows, trying to move it back along. Hustle below the goal line. Slinger moves it along to the near side wall. Right back out towards center. Cutting it off, and that's forced out quickly. Back, taken away, and now Schulis comes up with it. Catching Indiana in a bit of a change here. Schulis has it. Shot off the post. Knocked down Elijah Wilson. Wilson back down deeper into the zone. Nobody there for it, though, as Indiana going to come up with it cleanly. Schulis applied the late pressure. Banks off a couple of skates and back towards the blue line. Does get out to center. Picked up. 13:10 left to go here, period number 1. Still waiting on that first media timeout. Schulis gets it ahead. Big body contact. Wilson comes away with it. Avoids the check, but can't hold on to the puck. Now it's flipped ahead. Slinger has it. Moved out into the neutral zone. Cut aside. Looking for the hit. Just missed. As now again the Scarecrows trying to force this puck back to center ice. This comes out. Back behind. Kuykendall with it. Kuykendall back below the goal line. Looking for help. Quick changes now for the Sentinels. Sentinels a little tired after that 5-on-3 power play. Really kept them pinned in their own zone. Hustled back after. Morea hustling it back through. Gets to the neutral zone. Drops a pass there as Mullen gets it ahead. And now once again, Indiana into the offensive zone. Cutting through. Morea towards the net. Kicked away by Sammy Bernard. First puck he's seen in a little while. Trying to move it back out. Bounced along the boards. Trying to hustle it ahead. It's banked out towards center. Carter Thornton was looking for it, but got it taken away from him by Delaney. And Delaney moves it back to his defensive partner. Indiana trying to get it set back up. Coming out of their own zone on the far side. Hustled that one down and dumped it in deep as Gagnon goes back to play. Gagnon dropped it for his defensive partner, and now Topeka will set it up. Right back out to the neutral zone. Hugo Koch hustling it ahead. Right back through the neutral zone. Gagnon with it. Forced ahead towards the net, and Rutherford jumps on top of it. With 11:50 to go, Koch will be in there and talking. The officials are pushing everybody back towards the bench, but that'll take us to our first media timeout here in this one, as right now we got a 0-0 tie score. We'll be back after this.
Brass Rail Tavern. Come visit Topeka's oldest bar, 401 North Emmett Street, Topeka.
All right, and with that, we are back. As now, once again, media timeout coming to an end. 11:50 to go here, period number 1. Penalties have all expired. 5-on-5 hockey. Parker Rutherford has been busy, although the shots on goal read just 5-2 at the moment. So now we'll see if Checo can come away with a faceoff win. Later decision by head coach Nichols, as Checo does push the puck, but it's picked off and Barnitz will move it out. Barnitz forced off by Papa Petros. Back for it goes Whalen. Gordon Whalen looking, trying to find help. Passes off, Papa Petros with it. Looking ahead, finds Murphy. Murphy dropped it, but right onto an Indiana stick as that's picked off and moved ahead. Here come the Scarecrows. Checo tries to pass across, can't get it under the stick. Moved ahead, and Barnitz will head out the other way. Barnitz with it, trying to force it off, but the defense for the Scarecrows coming up big there. Trying to roll it back below the goal line. Now they hustle out the far side. Pushing it ahead through center ice. It deflects off a stick that time as Murphy will dump it down in. Big physical contact there as now once again Indiana with possession. The Sentinels back below their goal line, slowing things down as Sasha Hiroshek throws that ahead, and now that's banked off again. Trying to force this puck back down deeper. It's picked off by Topeka, and Elijah Wilson dumps it off for his defense. A little bit of trouble here, but forcing their way up into the offensive zone, cutting through towards the front. Connor Lind, a beauty of a play, gets it right back. Connor Lind dumps it off, has a little trouble as that goes back. Played off that time by Blaisdell. Connor Lind comes up with it, thrown ahead. Sneath turning it around. Sneath with a little backhanded pass down low. Rutherford keeps an eye on it, but Schulis trying to chase it down. Poke checks at it, but can't come up with possession. Now Indiana banks it off the wall. Trying to get it by Marquise Grant-Mentis. Can't do it, but Morin does. It's deflected away, and now Elijah Wilson throws the body. Back down low again. Chased after. Deep into the corner, and now some physicality down there deep. Indiana looking a little frustrated as that's moved back out. Picked up, Elijah Wilson will start it over the red line. Hustled in the offensive zone, taken away from him, as that's going to be blown dead. As now, a little bit of contact there at the bench with Elijah Wilson. Kind of a weird play there. So faceoff will come just in front of that Indiana Sentinels bench. 10:04 left to go here in period number 1. And that'll be dropped. One back again. Scarecrows come up with it. It's Hugo Koch. Koch passes across to his winger into the zone. Carter Thornton. Thornton whiffs on that one, but gets it right back. Trying to move it around. My apologies. As that's moved it back deeper. It's Koch passing across, couldn't quite connect to Norwinski. Deflected towards the front, but nobody there. Moved back out the other way, it's Morera. Morera sending it ahead. Into the offensive zone comes Indiana with an opportunity shot. Kicked away, a delayed penalty. And this is going to go against the Scarecrows. Slashing once again the call. The officials certainly seeing quite a few slashes in this one. As now, some conversation here. As going to the penalty box is Topeka. And that'll be a penalty kill of their own, which of course comes from our very good friends over at Next Tech. Thank you to Next Tech for sponsoring the penalty kill all season long. And don't forget, when you need cyber protection, there's no better source than Next Tech, who can protect your business and your data. Check out our good friends at Next Tech. So we are in the second media timeout, so I'll take this moment to talk to you guys a little bit about something pretty exciting. Season tickets are still available right now, and we want you to make sure you don't miss a single second of the 28 home games coming this season. Home opener is just a week away. It's not too late to secure your seats for all 28 home games. Get yourself into every game at a discounted rate. Get your tickets by calling 785-289-425, 785-289 HCKY Hockey. So 9:36 left to go here in period number 1, a 0-0 tie. And again, I think head coach Robbie Nichols pulling out the whiteboard over there. Robbie Nichols, again, a long-tenured hockey executive. The type of coach that certainly is not afraid to get right in there with the whiteboard, and love to see him go to work. So a lot of talk. Power play about to start for the Indiana Sentinels. And again, they were unsuccessful on a power play earlier and in fact cost themselves some valuable time on it. As now they wait for the puck to drop. Sentinels with the man advantage. 5-on-4 for the next 2 minutes as Jacob Gagnon takes the seat. As that one's won by the Scarecrows, Elijah Wilson comes away with it. Kills some time, moving it ahead. A backhanded shot all the way down that time. So Topeka killing some time. Going to be happy about that as Indiana has to reset in their own zone. Wycheck across to Grant Mentis. Grant Mentis hustling that puck forward over the red line, cutting through, stick handles through a couple defenders and gets that puck down to the corner. Indiana trying to throw it towards the front, but a hard-hitting check there, and now Topeka will just dump that all the way down. Rutherford back to play. Rutherford trying to move it up quickly as he takes a long look, and Connor Mullins will circle back. Mullins has possession and looks ahead. Sent ahead to Grant Mentis. Marquise Grant Mentis cuts over the red line, over the blue line, and in offensively. Harassed in the corner, thrown across the zone, and that'll bounce back out to center ice. Racing back after it. Can't teach speed, and Hugo Koch has plenty of it. We'll see it over the course of the season. Poke check back down deep. Racing back after it again. The Scarecrows win the race to the puck, trying to turn it up back towards the neutral zone and have some troubles. That's pinballed along the wall. Broken back out and passed across. Trying to work this back out. It's dumped 200 feet all the way down. They say offside. Hugo Koch doesn't like that, and he's telling the linesman so. Back behind as once again, Sasha Juracek has it. Trying to hustle it back through. He dumps that up to Vigor. Taken away from Vigor, dumped right back in. Off a hand, flutters in towards Rutherford, who moves it away for Delaney. Delaney harassed by Koch, and now again, last 30 seconds of the penalty kill for the Scarecrows. Juracek trying to work it back out. Has that one taken away. Turned back around, a big body hit. As that's slapped down, deflects off Delaney's stick and all the way back down. Rutherford giving directions as now the Indiana Sentinels trying to find a way back up the ice. Long look here, moved out to Juracek. Hustled along as that one's taken away and poke check back towards the offensive zone. Penalty is officially now coming to an end as now the Scarecrows back to 5-on-5. Worked back out. And now, again, poke checked away. Elijah Wilson comes up with it. A delayed penalty. And it's going to be another slash. As Barnett will take a seat. No, my apologies. It looks like that was going to be Tim Delaney taking a seat. So, that'll send the Scarecrows back on the power play. So another Ace Electric power play. As once again, Topeka trying to find a way, get something done. They win the face-up, but can't control, move back out quickly. Hustled out by J.D. Anderson, throws it towards the net. Sammy Bernard settles it. Drop down for Gagnon. Gagnon with it, looking ahead. Trying to find his man. He does, as now the Scarecrows will start it out of the zone. Very systematic play here from Topeka. Moved ahead. Thornton into the zone. Pass across. Gagnon with it. Shot turned aside by Rutherford. Gagnon still with it. Dumps it back off behind the net. Back for Gagnon. Gagnon looks towards the front, but now goes below the goal line. Towards the middle, broken up, and that'll be sent all the way down. Gordon Whalen has to turn and chase. All the way down it goes. Trying to get a hold of it as Whalen looks up ice. Pass across. Trying to hustle their way past. Marquise Grant Mentis does. Gagnon with it. Passed across into the offensive zone. It's Schulist with it. Matt Schulist around the backside of the net. Takes a look. Trying to find a lane. Can't find it. Keeps it himself along the hash marks. Looking. Sends it down deeper that time. Carter Thornton with it now. Thornton cycles back to the point. Papa Petros with it. Moving it down along for Koash. Scott Koash cutting towards the middle. Taken away from him. Dump back to the point, and Papa Petros will reset. Papa Petros taking a long look. Comes up top of the circle. Decides better of it. Passes off and looks for help. Sent back for Carter Thornton. Thornton passed across for Koash. Koash with it. Shot deflected with the shoulder. Kuykendall flips that ahead, and a diving attempt by Thornton would not stop it. Back behind. Trying to pass it across was Gagnon, but Papa Petros unable to get control of that one as Gagnon just kind of whiffed on that one. Back behind. Still some time. 20 seconds to go in the power play. Scarecrows trying to cash in this time. hustling it in, working it through. It's Koch. Koch drops it off there. With it goes Checo. Checo looking, has Koch, passes it over, finds him. Hugo Koch towards the middle, deflected, up and out of play, and that will be a clock stoppage. So with 5:36 left to go, it's going to be another offensive zone draw off to the left-hand side of Rutherford. Taking his time, that puck is dropped, and Indiana wins the draw there. Not been their forte here tonight. Hustled out, Anderson breaking in, short-handed opportunity shot and turned away. Sammy Bernard comes up big. Back out the other way as now it's 5-on-5 hockey again. Hugo Koch into the zone, drops it, a shot deflected away. Bounces right back in the slot, but can't turn it off, as now Wilson will deflect it back to center ice. Picked back towards the point, and the Scarecrows will settle it down in their own zone. Turning it back around quickly, Sneath gets it ahead. Taken to the sidewall. Checo dumps it down deep, back below the goal line. Wychik with it. 4 minutes, 57 seconds left to go here, period number 1. Shots on goal, 9-4 in favor of the Scarecrows. Trying to force it along. It's poke checked away as Quinn O'Reilly comes up with it. O'Reilly passes across, deflects off a couple of skates. Coming away with it, Justin Schmidt sends it towards the net. Connor Murphy sends it around as Thomas Murphy trying to get back in front of the net. Does, deflected off of him and can't get control of the puck. Flipped ahead, Marquise Graham-Mentis hustling out, has help. Deflects it around, Marquise Graham-Mentis takes a hard ride into the boards. And now again, the Scarecrows chasing it back. Get it ahead, out towards the neutral zone, and the Topeka Scarecrows get it in the offensive zone, now racing back down after it. A little trouble that time as it's turned away towards the front, taken away that time. The referee explaining why that wasn't a trip on the goalie, moved right back out as Quinn O'Reilly trying to hustle his way back in. O'Reilly winds, fires, turned aside by Rutherford. Back behind goes Mullins. Mullins around the board. Knocked back down, looking towards the front of the net. Deflects it back behind. Quinn O'Reilly out towards the front. Has that puck. Now O'Reilly gonna go. O'Reilly and Kuykendall having words. As Quinn O'Reilly, the Kansan-born, having words with Kuykendall after the fact. And Justin Schmidt right in the middle of things as well. No surprise there, as the crowd here would like to see something happen. 3:58 to go. We've got a media timeout, so we'll step aside here for another minute. It's 0-0, and we will once again step aside for a media timeout. You're watching Scarecrows Hockey live on YouTube and Sportfeed.
From the front row to the upper level, from epic concerts to heart-stopping games, Tickets for Less puts you where the action is. Experience the thrill of live events like never before. Every seat holds a story. Find yours at ticketsforless.com and never pay service fees.
All right, well, another big thank you to our friends at TFL. So, once again, an interesting evening here so far in this first, 16 minutes and 2 seconds. It's really appeared to be I talked about feast and famine before the game. The Scarecrows, 11 shots on goal, but have yet to beat the goaltender, Parker Rutherford. Again, he was in Danville last year with the Dashers. Indiana hasn't gotten a ton of great opportunities. Sammy Bernard has been stoic down there to my right-hand side. So Carter Thornton, Scott Koash, and Hugo Koch back out there. Norwinski on the backside alongside Jacob Gagnon. As that one won back cleanly by Topeka. Gets it to the point. Norwinski, a shot deflected up and out of play. Put it in the corner pocket of the Indiana rink. So, face-off will come back as Carter Thornton having a little interaction with the fans here in Indiana. So 5-on-5 hockey is once again we go. Waiting. Koash wins that one back cleanly. Gagnon has it, shoots towards the net, goes just wide. Picked up and moved along. Koash with it, looking for help, passes across. Gagnon with it again. towards the middle, broken up, just wide shot, and will not go. Hugo Koch, a beauty of an opportunity. Gagnon able to keep the zone momentarily, still pushing it along, and now it's finally moved out. Hustled out the other way, this time by Vigor. Vigor hustling down the near side boards towards the front of the net, kicked aside by Sammy Bernard. As now the puck will be broken back out, and here comes Topeka. Trying to get their way back ahead. It's moved into the offensive zone. Koch chasing it down. He and Delaney will come together. Koch gets free. Koch still being shoved at, not liking that, as Koch will send that puck back around the boards. Koash has it. Koash off the side of the netminder as that's dumped off. Marquise Grandmentis able to get it out of the zone. So now Indiana will get a free change here. Under 3 minutes to go. 2 minutes, 57 seconds remaining here in period number 1. 13-4, the shots on goal in favor of your Scarecrows. Trying to move it back along quickly. Lease moves it along. Banked right by Anderson and moved ahead, picked off, and Topeka trying to force it right back out of the zone. Poke checked away, and now the Scarecrows come away with it. As Papa Petros has his pocket picked, back below the goal line again. Fed along, the near side wall, hustled ahead, and now here comes Topeka. Scarecrows looking ahead. Into the offensive zone goes Schulis. Passed across with time towards the front, and can't get it to go. Rutherford, a huge save. Parker Rutherford has made a few huge saves and kept Indiana in striking distance, to say the least. A 0-0 game. He has been stellar. I talked about it at the top of this game. Parker Rutherford was a big acquisition for Indiana during the draft. As now, TJ Sneath set to take the face-off. Sneath looking. He tries to push it towards the net. It's banked around and into the corner. Wycheck has it. Wycheck harassed by Elijah Wilson. Taken out. Big hit there. Banked off. Right back off a couple of skates. And now again, puck bounces around. Scarecrows had to wait for their men to get onside. He does now, as now Morea trying to hustle his way back ahead. Morea turning. Passes off for Slinger. Slinger has possession. Dumps that one to the opposite blue line. And again, fed back towards the middle. Broken up by the Scarecrows, trying to force it ahead. It's in between some skates now for Wilson. He comes away with the puck and gets it ahead. Flipped out to center. Banked off a Sentinel, so with 1:47 left to go, Mullins will go back to play. Mullins below the goal line. Turns it around. Hustled ahead. Grandmentis flying, but couldn't get the puck. Blaisdell has it. Finds Quinn O'Reilly. O'Reilly on the backhand. Passes across, but couldn't control. Bounces over the stick of Raymond as he dumps that one back in. Bounce back towards center. Looking for Grandmentis again. He can't handle it. Turned back around by Blaisdell. Blaisdell looks ahead. Fires it up through center. Finds Quinn O'Reilly. O'Reilly over the red line, and he will dump that in onside. Back to get it goes Checo. Checo trying to play it off. Tied up to the boards. Fed off for Quinn O'Reilly. O'Reilly again. O'Reilly looking. Dumps it back off again. Nice cycle game here as Thomas Murphy sends it back to the point. Thrown towards the side of the net. Back below the goal line. Quinn O'Reilly battling but couldn't come away with it, and now that'll be turned away. Back again goes Morin. Last minute of the first period dumped in. Bernard goes back to play. Leaves it behind. Some more body contact, but not really much of a hit there from Indiana, as now it's moved back out the other way. Trying to force it ahead. Topeka gets it in the offensive zone. Kuykendall comes away with it, banks it off the wall. That one will be touched by Thornton, but unable to control. Back behind as now the Scarecrows bank it off right back to center ice and into the offensive zone. Kuykendall comes away with it. Right back through the neutral zone and back into the offensive zone goes Indiana. Forced to the wall, but again, unable to set up anything in the zone as that's quickly pushed right back towards the blue line. Worked out and back towards center. Picked off here by Thornton. Dumps a pass off. Here comes Hugo Koch. Koch into the zone. Backhand shot. Blockered away. And nobody there to take care of it as now it's back out the other way. 8 seconds remaining in the period. And Wycheck couldn't control. Last 3 seconds, and that's going to do it for period number 1. So, Rutherford will head to the locker room. Apologies for the clock there, folks. Just noticed that hasn't ticked down. We'll try to get that fixed for you for period number 2. But after 1, not much to tell you about a 0-0 tie game. Your Scarecrows came out and really dominated the pace of play and the control of the game. They've come out and put 15 shots up on Parker Rutherford, a feat that many teams accomplished last year when he was with the Dashers of Danville. But right now, it's a brand new team, a brand new city, and we'll see if the team from Topeka can find a way to solve them. It's not been an easy task so far. All right, we're going to step aside here as we have the first period intermission report after 1-0-0, though Topeka has the better of the shots on goal. We'll be back after this.
Quality renovations in Topeka start with Kingdom Builders. From dream kitchens to outdoor living spaces, we bring craftsmanship and class to every project. Book your free consult today. Your vision, our craft, His glory.
Whether it's your first time or you've done this before, buying or selling a home can be scary. That's why you need someone who truly cares. Let Vince Vasquez and Keller Williams One Legacy Partners be your trusted source, guiding you every step of the way to a championship caliber experience. Because at Keller Williams, we're the team that puts you first.
Keller Williams, the team that puts you first.
Call Vince Vasquez today at 785-608-8537. Hey, Scarecrows fans! Topeka Chick-fil-A restaurants are proud to partner with your Topeka Scarecrows. Add chicken to your roster and feel like a champion. Order your favorites through the Chick-fil-A app and pick them up at either our 17th and Wanamaker or our South Topeka Boulevard location to cheer on the Scarecrows to victory. Let's go, Scarecrows!
Wax? Yeah. Need something a little more light. Supernotic soft wax.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because we know it's more than a new home.
It's really him.
It's a new journey.
Welcome to the neighborhood, Jordan.
Thanks, guys. Whoa.
And when you feel protected, you can dream fearlessly.
Go long.
Bundle home and auto and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote at amfam.com.
Find space at Spring Hill Suites.
Let's go, again! Let's go, again! Let's go, again! I'm thinking about.
For rest and relaxation, go to Spavia.
Security threats. They are scary, they are real, and they happen. Whether it's a cyber threat or a physical threat, you won't see it coming. Is your business prepared? If not, where do you start? Rest easy. The experts at Next Tech are here to help. With a free security assessment, we can discover where you may have gaps and come up with a solution that will protect your business assets. Visit next-tech.com/business to learn more about security protection.
Hotel Topeka at City Center is your home away from home when in the capital city. Located just 1 mile from downtown and conveniently located right next to the Stormont Vale Event Center. Whether you're in town for a Scarecrows game or just on vacation, stay with a touch of class at Hotel Topeka at City Center.
From the front row to the upper level. From epic concerts to heart-stopping games. Tickets for Less puts you where the action is. Experience the thrill of live events like never before. Every seat holds a story. Find yours at ticketsforless.com and never pay service fees.
Brass Rail Tavern. Come visit Topeka's oldest bar, 401 North Emmett Street, Topeka.
All right, well, with that, we are back. And, folks, it's been a heck of a first period, I got to tell you. Certainly an interesting one. We're going to have an interview with one of our great Scarecrows here in just a minute. But before we do, let's go in here into the first intermission period recap. We already kind of talked about it. Shots on goal 15-4 in favor of your Topeka Scarecrows. They came out, they had a system, a passion, and a way of playing that just kind of works. And again, apologies about the camera angle here, as once again, we take a look at things. It's going to be up to how they can beat Parker Rutherford. Parker Rutherford was a hard beat last year in net for Danville. And you're seeing some similar characteristics between the team last year in Danville and the team in Indiana. But Indiana has some speed. They've got some breakaway talent. And they're just going to get stronger as the season goes on. So they're going to be a team to watch, to say the least. So we'll see how Indiana handles the adversity here. They only got 4 shots there in that first period. And they've certainly got a loud crowd. I can certainly attest. I am in the middle of them right here at the top of the section. So we'll see exactly what to expect here in period 2, which, taking a look at it, period of the long change. Always a little bit tougher. You're skating left to right and have to find a way to make your way down the ice and put pucks on net. The harder part for that is if you're able to trap a team like Indiana away from their bench, it's going to be harder for them to make changes. And with the way that they were able to get up the ice this last time, if you get Marquis Grant-Mentis out of oxygen and out of breath because he's pushed himself too hard going up the ice, when he gets back and he's not able to make that change because he's too far from his bench, that's going to be an advantage and something you can take advantage of. Saw a lot of guys making the breaks in the first period. Hugo Koch certainly had a couple of great opportunities coming down. We saw some defensemen jumping into play, which you love to see. But it's going to be interesting to see how they have learned and, well, now will adapt. Quick look around the FPHL. Columbus 0, PD 0, that one in the second period. Port Huron 0, Danbury 0, that one in the first period. And Watertown 2, Binghamton 3, that one in the second period as well. What's coming up next? We got another game here tomorrow night at 7:30 local time here in the Eastern Time Zone. And again, it'll be 6:30 back home in Topeka, so we hope you'll stay with us on that. Period 2 will be coming up. We're going to send it down now and hear what assistant coach Justin Schmidt has to say. We'll be back after this. First period in the books down here with Justin Schmidt. Justin, this has been a long summer, building a brand new franchise. For the first time tonight, you guys take the ice wearing that crest on basically your fronts, all the way from head to toe. What's it feel like right now?
Oh, it's really special, you know. I mean, I woke up this morning and I realized that this is the 38th hockey season I've started. I started when I was 2 years old, so this is year 38. This is year 20 for me in the minors, and it's really special. I think the older I get, and the more I see guys come and go, the more I realize just how blessed I am to be playing this game.
And you talked about that, but how much different is it now as somebody who really helped construct this team from day one there with Coach Robbie Nichols to put this team out there, and now it's taking the ice?
Oh, it's such a unique and cool, you know, experience and opportunity. You know, to see these guys that, you know, we work so hard, you know, behind the scenes this offseason. You know, we brought in a lot of talent, but like first and foremost, we brought in high caliber people, and that was priority number one for us. You know, there's good hockey players out there, but you know, we strongly wanted to bring in the best people that we could, especially, you know, with our travel schedule. It feels like we're on the road, you know, 200 days a year right now. And, you know, when you're stuck in that big old aluminum tube, you want to be with the 20 of your best buddies.
Well, speaking of best buddies, obviously there's a lot of guys here who have now gotten to create a bond. Though this is the first time you guys are taking the ice for a game, you guys had a trip to Allen already. How much was that experience part of building this team and creating this community?
Yeah, I think it was excellent. You know, for these young guys. I mean, I remember when I was coming up and I was, you know, playing at the next level and the next level, and you know, for these young guys that are starting out in single A, for them to be able to get a sniff and just see the you know, just the minor little details that it takes to have success at that level is huge, you know. And I think, you know, they're carrying it over into our week of practice, and you know, it's just obvious in the way they carry themselves off the ice. You know, it was a huge learning opportunity for these young guys.
And now knowing that several guys are making their pro debut tonight, obviously a couple of guys are making their debut in the Federal Prospects League level. Several of these guys have played at this level. Kind of how are you seeing the locker room dynamic right now that the people back home aren't getting to witness?
It's really good. You know, we do have a strong leadership group. I know Robbie and I have been really, you know, trying to hammer down, like, trying to put it into words, you know, like, you know, we're all the same, we're all equal, we're all pulling in the same direction, right? And we wanted to create a room, you know, really, really strong, and you know, a huge part of that is this leadership group, you know, with TJ Sneath, and you know, having Doug Blaisdell is a really big thing, and you know, we got some. Gordon Whalen has, you know, he's only been his third year pro, but that kid has a lot of really fantastic leadership qualities.
Well, I won't keep you too much longer. One last question before I let you go, obviously. Another new team in the same barn tonight. You guys are taking on a brand new team here as well. Something a little bit rare in the Federal Prospects League. But when you see these two teams coming out here, how exciting is it to see a league that you've been a part of for a number of years continue to grow and expand and really kind of set the tone for what single A hockey is?
Oh, it's huge, you know. I mean, just to see the geographical footprint that you know, that's expanded over the course of the last 5 years, and you know, to see the guys that have come and gone and stuff, and you know, there's a few guys still kicking around from when I started in this league 5 years ago, and I mean, there's not too many when I started 20 years ago, but to see the, you know, the expansion and you know, for us to be kind of, I think from what I'm seeing, I think we're kind of like the marquee expansion team, you know, in this league. You know, everything's been first class from top to bottom since the day I got into Kansas back in May.
Well, thank you, Justin Schmidt. We'll let you get back to it. Period 2 on the way, coming up. And as always, huge thank you to Justin Schmidt. We're getting set for period number 2, the period of the long change. Your Topeka Scarecrows wearing those beautiful white sweaters will skate left to right across your YouTube screen or Sportfy screen, as we're new on Sportfy this year. And, of course, the Indiana Sentinels will skate right to left. Now, since we have just a couple minutes, let's make sure we do one of my favorite things that we do, and that's give thanks. One of the biggest things that people don't realize about what happens when pro hockey comes back to town is it has to be supported. Support comes in many forms. Fans taking their seats, coming to the games, being a part of it as they're doing here in Indiana here tonight. It's corporate partners helping us out, schools inviting us in and sharing the game of hockey with their students. It's literally every part of the community banding together and saying, we are this team. The team isn't just the 20 guys on the ice. It's not just the small staff that works in the front office. It's every part of Topeka. And ladies and gentlemen, you are a big part of that. And because of our gratefulness for all of that, for everybody who takes part in it, we want to give a huge shout out to everybody who's partnered with us this season, from the season ticket holder standpoint, and of course from our amazing corporate partners. So please, if you hear these names over the course of the season, please go out and support them because they took a chance supporting us. So a big thank you to 785 Bar, Ace Electric, American Family Insurance, Brad Noller, Barry Tractor, Blind Tiger, Brass Rail Tavern, Brio, Cable Dahmer, Capital City Flooring, Capital Federal, Cargill, CBK, Chemung Supply, Chick-fil-A, CSL Plasma, Community Bank, Cooper Contracting, Kosh, Custom Dredge Works, Dean Heating and Air, El Ranchito, Ares, ES Metals, Fix-It Felix Kingdom Builders Company, Gardner Roofing, Genesis Healthcare, Goodyear, Hanover Pancake, Hotel Topeka, Hoyt's Truck Center, Hy-Vee, IBEW 226, IOUE Local 101, Jason's Deli, Jersey Mike's, Jesse's Bar, Cobb Valley Bank, KSNT, Quick Staff, Locked In Energy, Many Signals, Mattress Firm, Next Tech, Pam Luthi Insurance, Pepsi, Reliant Apparel, Scrap Management Industries, Serpanotics, Spavia, Spring Hill Suites, State Farm, Julie Fisher, TFL Group, The Bar and Grill, Topeka Zoo, Toppers Pizza, Tide Dragoo, Vince Vasquez, Keller Williams, Wildcat Feeds, YMCA. Thank you all for supporting your Scarecrows. Let's go, Scarecrows. Here we go, period 2. As we get set for it, be ready. We'll be right back. With that, we are back. It's time, and the puck is down. Puck won back by Indiana that time, and now they'll hustle it out. My apologies.
Brass Rail Tavern. Come visit Topeka's oldest bar, 401 North Emmett Street,
penalty coming
Topeka.
up, that one will be blown dead. So 15 seconds into the period, and it looks like the Scarecrow is going to go on the power play here. Love to see that. So a power play opportunity coming as Topeka gets set, and I do apologize for the overrun on that commercial play there. But it's time for another Ace Electric power play as Indiana will go to the penalty kill. So, face-off will come to the left-hand side of Parker Rutherford. And they wait. There's a pre-drop face-off there. Sneath will be kicked out, and Checo will come in to take the draw. That one back. Scarecrows have it. Dumped in as Koch trying to get that one deep. Rolled around the backside of the net. Set back towards the point. It's Papa Petros trying to move it along. Played back as now again. Scarecrows trying to keep the zone. Unable to do so. Papa Petros couldn't get a glove on it as now it's hustled around the other way. Anderson with it. Has his stick lifted, picked off, and now here comes Elijah Wilson. Losing his balance was Lease, and that'll be moved back in. TJ Sneath comes in. Sneath puts a pass across, poke checked away, and now once again moved back to the point. Papa Petros settling it down, looking, shoots through legs, deflected, and that one will bounce up. Taken away, and that'll be banked all the way down by Indiana with 1:17 left to go in the power play. Sammy Bernard back to play. Bernard leaves it back behind for Papa Petros. Papa Petros taking a look. Trying to move it. dumps it off. It's Koash. Koash hustling it ahead. Scott Koash with wheels, and he dumps that one off. He's taken down and into the wall. Banked off his skate, though, as he gets back up. Moved around and taken away from him is now Marquise Grant Mentis will go back for it. He's poke checked at, and that puck stays along the wall. Once again, trying to kick it along. Sent back towards the point, broken up and poke checked back deeper, but Indiana will turn it aside and send it 200 feet down. 40 seconds left to go on the power play. As now again, Topeka. Another odd man chance and just haven't been able to cash in as of yet. Here comes Gagnon. Quick changes here for the Topeka power play unit. Gagnon back to the point, passes across to his defensive partner, looking, shooting, deflected through, and that's covered up once again by Parker Rutherford. So, Rutherford has looked solid here so far. As now, faceoff will come to the right-hand side of Parker Rutherford. As now, Koash to take the draw. 22 seconds remaining here in the man advantage, and the referee's having a discussion with the Indiana Sentinels coaching staff. Now they'll go over and offer Robbie Nichols the same conversation. As now again, face-off off to the right-hand side of Parker Rutherford once they break up the huddle at the benches. A lot of conversation on that one. I'm not sure what exactly the problem was, but they wait. Get set, puck is dropped, work towards the front, and that'll be moved along and banked back out to center ice. Pushed ahead as Anderson trying to force his way through, but couldn't come up with it. Kicked away. Anderson does manage to force it down deeper, as that'll be taken away by Schulis. Schulis gets it ahead to Koash. Koash passes across for Carter Thornton, dumps it right back off, and that one's banked out to center ice. Now Indiana with a chance here as they jump out. Anderson has help, pass back to the point, looking, shooting, goes just wide of the net. Anderson still with it, looking towards the front, deflected up, and that'll be a snag out of the air by Sammy Bernard. Indiana being pushed back, as now official gets to the red line. Some conversation there from the referee. Didn't like the way line changes were happening. So, down to 17:31 left to go here. Shots on goal, 17-5. As they get set again. Vigor loses that one cleanly as Connor Lynn picks it up. Lynn banks it off the wall and up to Quinn O'Reilly, who gets it out to center, taken away by Grant Mentis. Marquise Grant Mentis into the zone. Poke checked away from him. Back down deeper. As once again, Indiana, a little bit of a wind here as that's moved off the boards and hustled back out. Thomas Murphy comes away with it over the red line, dumping that one in and gets around his defender. Murphy chasing it down below the goal line now, wraps it around the boards, pinching in that time, trying to force that puck deeper. Scarecrows do come up with it. A little bit of hustle there as they move it down, right back towards the front. Can't get the puck to the front of the net as that's back behind. Trying to move it. Dumped off. Wrapping around the backside of the net, looking towards home. Sends it to the point, deflected. That one gets up and out of play. Heck of a play that time as the Scarecrows really able to utilize the entire zone. As now, once again, we apparently have lost video here somehow, and I'm not really sure how that happened. We'll try to get that fixed. My apologies, folks, as we try to fix this video issue. So we'll try to get that fixed here at the next stoppage, but once again, that puck is banked back out, worked ahead, and now moved on and along. 16:38 left to go here in period number 2. Puck's moved back along and moved out. Belov with it. Lease has a poke checked away from him. Kuykendall has that puck taken away from him, but still bouncing in the zone. Lease with it. Poke checked. Sammy Bernard with a huge save. Back out towards the front and broken up. And now the Scarecrows will hustle it back out. Trying to move it back through a backhanded play. Towards the front, looking, shooting, and can't get it to go. Back towards the front, a poke check attempt and will not go. Scarecrows come away with it. It's Gagnon throwing it towards the front. Banked around. Elijah Wilson comes up with it. Back down below the goal line it goes. Schulist has it. Banked off the wall. Schulist sends it back down below the goal line. Trying to move it out towards the front. As once again, it's banked around. Towards the front. Shot will not go. Rutherford able to come up with a save. And now again, the Scarecrows still pressuring. Puck in the slot, dumped back off. A shot deflected through, goes wide of the net again. Referee quickly waving off any opportunity at a goal as that one's flipped ahead, kept at the blue line. And again, the Scarecrows continue to keep it going. So, puck's moved around, and one more time. Indiana in the zone, shot saved by Sammy Bernard. So, once again, folks, I do know that the video is out. We'll try to get that fixed here momentarily. I'm not sure what is happening, but we'll work on that here momentarily, so please stay with us. 30 more seconds till the first media timeout. At the first media timeout, we'll get some staff over here to figure out what's going on. As faceoff coming to the right-hand side of Bernard, one back, trying to hustle it through. It's Gordon Whalen, dump back off. Trying to play it off. Koash took it to the wall, but got tied up. Morin towards the front of the net. Morin gets it back off the backside of the net. And now again, Indiana, their first real pressure offensive here of the night. Worked around the boards. Flipped ahead off a Thornton stick, but right back to an Indiana stick it goes. Banked back towards the Topeka zone. Koash trying to force it forward and cannot. Topeka looking for a penalty, not going to get one as Sammy Bernard makes a save from point blank in the slot. 15:01 left to go here in the second period of play. And again, we should have a media timeout here in just a moment, and then as soon as we do, I will try to get things sorted out with the video. So, again, please bear with me as we are experiencing some technical difficulties with the arena. Puck moved down, quickly back up towards the blue line, and the Scarecrows do manage to clear the zone, but Marquise Grant-Mentis couldn't hold on to it. Now he's being pursued and does come up with the puck. Grant-Mentis for Indiana, turning it around, looking for the puck, trying to move it along as he gets it out again. Forced ahead, trying to cut through. Grant-Mentis with a shot, saved by Sammy Bernard. Turn back around, and that's dumped off. Checo comes up with it, banks it back towards center ice, gets it by Wycheck, and again, still trying to get there. Topeka has to surf it back out at center ice. Hustled back in by Anderson. Anderson passes across, it's Grant-Mentis, poke checked away from him. As shoved to the ground by Papa Petros, and that's going to be a delayed penalty. They're going to call a hold. And now again, it'll be a penalty kill for the Scarecrows. And this is Papa Petros arguing it, but he will be a immediate timeout. He will go to the box. It'll be a Next Tech penalty kill when we come back. Let me try to get this video fixed for you, and hang with us right here.
Security threats. They are scary, they are real, and they happen. Whether it's a cyber threat or a physical threat, you won't see it coming. Is your business prepared? If not, where do you start? Rest easy. The experts at Next Tech are here to help. With a free security assessment, we can discover where you may have gaps and come up with a solution that will protect your business assets. Visit next-tech.com/business to learn more about security protection.
All right, folks, with that, we are back, and now we'll try to get that video cleared up. It was a slight issue, but one that I believe we just got resolved. There we go. And we're back. All right, my apologies about that, folks. Let's get the time reset and everything going. 14:19 left to go here. A power play for the Sentinels. Seated in the booth is Papa Petros. We are back underway, and again, my apologies, folks. We are back under and going. So, Indiana with possession back in their own zone. 15 seconds gone, shot just wide of the net. Connor Lind will chase it back down. Lind wrapping it around. It's Elijah Wilson letting that one go all the way down, and now Rutherford will go back to play. Rutherford leaves it there for his defense. 13:50 remaining here in period number 2. Period of the long change. Still 0-0. Tie score as they try to hustle it back through. Lynn gets shoved off by Morin. Wrapped around the boards. That one hits the stanchion And that'll be a dead puck. So 13:38 to go. They do say it was deflected as Indiana was looking for a 5-on-3. So my apologies again as we got that all sorted out. And I do appreciate everybody hanging with us here on YouTube and on Sportfeed here tonight. So Scott Koash wins it back. Gagnon trying to get there, could not. Grant Mentis will chase it into the corner as he's harassed immediately. Gordon Whalen trying to knock that puck down, gets it and banks it off the wall. Out towards center ice where that'll be picked up by Connor Mullins. Mullins looking up, fires it along, finds Morin. Morin moves it quickly back ahead to Grant Mentis. Marquis Grant Mentis into the zone, passes across. Using the entire zone here, something we saw at the Scarecrows earlier, not so much out of Indiana. Poke checked away, moved ahead, and trying to get free is Koch. 2-on-1 shorthanded towards the front, check, goal! There's the first goal of the game, the first goal in Scarecrows history, and ladies and gentlemen, it's Scott Koash. So a shorthanded goal. Scott Koash gets the job done, and Topeka gets the 1-0 lead.
Come on, Sens, goalie can't do it all.
So 13:05 left to go. 46 seconds of penalty kill time remaining, and the first goal of the game goes to the Scarecrows. Parker Rutherford, slow to get back up. I'm thinking it's an equipment issue. He seems to be okay. But he tripped over himself and got himself out of position. So the first one is in. The Scarecrows get there first. So now the penalty kill remains. 46 seconds left to go as the Scarecrows having to kill some time here. We'll see what they can do as Anderson dumps it back off to his defense. 1-0 Scarecrows at the moment. So this next tech penalty kill, as they take a look, trying to kill this one off. And don't forget, for all of your security needs, call Next Tech. Shot over the top of the net, has banked around. Trying to send it back to the point. Anderson has it, loses that one over the blue line. 15 seconds left to go in the kill. Trying to hustle it out again, it's Delaney. Delaney dumps it back to his defensive partner, and now again. That puck will be raced along. Gordon Whalen there for it. Banked off and out of play, so that'll be blown dead. 12:22 left to go. As it's down to the last 4 seconds of the penalty kill. Face off to the left-hand side of Sammy Bernard. As Coach Robbie Nichols giving direction. Knows who he wants out there, telling his guy in the penalty box what to do when the penalty expires in just 4 seconds from now. Checo wins that one back cleanly. Taken off the puck, a big hit back behind, but Norwinski keeps it going. Wrapped around the boards. In there for it, banked off, and Checo able to get it ahead, but couldn't quite get it out to Papa Petros. That one will be wrapped around the boards again. Back to get it. Taking his time, Gagnon off the boards, trying to move it ahead, but couldn't get it past the 2 Indiana Sentinels there at the blue line. Norwinski goes back for it. Harassed by Grant Mentis. 11:55 to go here. Shots on goal 20-8 at the moment. Banked off the wall by Gagnon. Into the zone it comes. Pass back. 4-on-3. If they hurry, backhanded shot is deflected. Gagnon putting one on net there. Back below the goal line. Scarecrows looking for help. Back to the point again. Shot towards the net. Banks into the corner. And now again the Scarecrows digging. Come up with a puck. Pass back across. Thrown back towards the net. Deflected towards the front and again can't come up with it. Bank back towards center ice and all the way down. All the way down, and that will be an icing call. As the Sentinels trying to jump off, make changes, it's an icing. Can't do that. Now some pushing and shoving. As Kuykendall and O'Reilly getting into it. Second time so far here this afternoon, they have mixed it up a little bit, but no, I believe Robbie called it pugilistic endeavors back on Thursday in the interview. We were talking there on the radio station on In the Box. TJ Sneath getting set. He waits. As that puck forced forward that time. Indiana will send it up towards the point. Connor Lind able to keep it for a moment, as that one will be worked down and wrapped along the boards. Elijah Wilson coming off the wall with it. Throws it towards the front, deflected right up in the air, and the helmet comes off the netminder, stopping play. So they'll correct all of that. And now again, some conversation. Now, we've had lots of that here in this second period. And now, Robbie Nichols having words. The officials coming over to have a talk. And now they're going to give a penalty to the coach. Not going to be happy about that. First game back.
You can't do that! You can't do that!
Well, they always said Robbie would be Robbie would be fun to watch. He always is, and he'll take a seat. We'll see who they have serve it, but I'm fairly certain it'll go against. Okay, they're going to give it to Quinn O'Reilly, apparently. So we'll see. Perhaps it was on Quinn from the get-go, but they looked right at Robbie Nichols when they said it, so we'll wait to see. Another Next Tech penalty kill. Face off one back and now trying to move it around. Again, thanks to our good friends at Next Tech for all your cybersecurity needs. Keep yourself out of the box. Call Next Tech. That one's moved along as once again, trying to force this puck back through. It's tied up down deep, and again, a shorthanded goal is the only way that a goal's been scored here tonight. 1:38 left to go in the power play attempt for the Indiana Sentinels. Wrapped around the backside of the net as Indiana looks up ice, trying to get something started here. Morera hustling it through. Morera pushes it through. It's deflected back to center ice. Elijah Wilson was floating out around there as now Morin takes possession and he looks up ice. Morin into the offensive zone, cutting through, has help towards the side shot, and it's deflected away off of Sammy Bernard. Marquise Grant Mentis has it, deflected off a couple of bodies, banked away, back out to center, poke check through, and now a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Here comes Koash. Koash with a shot, goes just wide. Back behind, and now again some pushing and shoving down low. Puck kept deep in the Indiana zone despite 54 seconds of power play time remaining. Manpower advantage is one thing, but control advantage, a completely separate issue here. Back out the other way comes Indiana. Grant Mentis hustling it ahead. Over the red line, trying to get over the blue line. That one will not, yes, it's blown dead. And now we're going to get into it. Pushing and shoving across. Several players involved. And the fans here in Indiana are loving it. Down on the bottom of the pile looks like Gordon Whalen. Referee pointing to two players. I believe it's Whalen and Grant Mentis. So, Whalen being led away now. Grant Mentis will take a seat. The problem for Indiana is that's a lot of their offense. Wait, I'm confused. Whalen went to the bench. They might only be taking Grant Mentis here. Robbie Nichols calling for the officials who have come together over there. Rutherford being sent to his bench. As are Sammy Bernard. So I guess we're going to have our media time out here. So we'll take a minute and thank our good friends once again at Next Tech. And we'll send you aside with this message. It's 1-0 Scarecrows midway through period number 2.
Quality renovations in Topeka start with Kingdom Builders. From dream kitchens to outdoor living spaces, we bring craftsmanship and class to every project. Book your free consult today. Your vision, our craft, His glory.
right, with that, we are back. Things have gotten wild so far. And we'll get the clock reset for y'all. My apologies. So we got 9:50 left to go here in period number 2. 2 minutes, 41 seconds. And now we get set. Puck is dropped, and it's 4-on-4 for the next 38 seconds. As the Scarecrows hustling in. Shot towards the net and goes up and over the top of it. Wrapped around, trying to move it along. Pushed down. Trying to hustle it along is Papa Petros. Has it. Looking around, turns, shoots, deflected away. Excellent work once again by Rutherford. Puck played off, wrapped around the backside. Trying to chase after goes Hugo Koch. 15 seconds left to go in the 4-on-4. Has to wait for Koch to get onside, but Gordon Whalen does and comes in offside apparently. Whalen's not going to like that call, but literally deliberately waited for Koch, but here we go. So we're officially over the halfway point of this game. Scarecrows leading 1-0. As now again, 10 seconds to go for the Quinn O'Reilly minor penalty. As they blow that one dead immediately. So Papa Petros being pushed back out of the faceoff circle. Whalen pointing out something on the ice. And now we are set, dropped again, pushed forward. It's Elijah Wilson into the zone. Wilson looking, shooting, bounces off the backside of the net, and now Indiana trying to create some separation here. Now the power play begins, and this is an Ace Electric power play. Passed across. The Scarecrows back in the offensive zone onside. It's Hugo Koch. Koch passes it ahead. Wilson looking, has Koch, but Koch couldn't handle it, and now maybe a 2-on-0 for Indiana. Indiana in, how is that onside? A shot saved by Sammy Bernard. That was huge for Sammy Bernard. Comes up with a big save. 2-on-0. Face-off coming to the left-hand side of Sammy Bernard. As now again. Lots of whistling here as Koash gets set. Scott Koash, the first goal scorer in Topeka Scarecrows history. That puck's dropped back off. It's Whalen with it now. Whalen looking. Dumps a pass back off. Koash back ahead. Trying to move it ahead. It's Gagnon into the offensive zone. Cutting through. Shot deflected just wide. Picked off back to the blue line, and now Koash takes it back to center. Whalen has it. Moved ahead. Gagnon taking his time, dumps that one off. It's Thornton. Carter Thornton looking, jumping it back off for Gagnon. Gagnon into the slot, firing that one just wide. Gagnon chases it back down. 28 seconds left to go. Sending it back below the goal line, trying to move it around. Still on the power play here, looking back towards the front of the net. Can't find anybody. Sends it towards the front, shot kicked away as Koash. A beauty of a one-timer. Another shot coming, deflected up and into the netting. So with 8:04 left to go here, still 14 seconds of power play time. An offensive zone draw coming. So 1-0 in favor of the Topeka Scarecrows. They have a lead at the halfway point of this game, and we'll see if they can maintain it. 25-9 the shots on goal. They get set one more time. Face off to the right-hand side of Parker Rutherford. Puck is dropped, one back. Topeka gets it. Gagnon dumps it into the corner. Carter Thornton took a look, decided better of it. And now Indiana trying to flip that puck out and all the way down. They do get it down, so that should just about do it on the power play opportunity. Back behind goes Whalen. Whalen sends it ahead. Gagnon, quick turns as he gets away from his man. Grant Mentis in, onside, 2-on-2, back the other way. A shot deflected off of Whalen. Whalen gets it ahead and sends it forward. Thornton makes a move and cuts through as Thornton gets it into the offensive zone, moving it down towards the goal line. Pinned to the wall now, trying to force this one out. As now again, digging. Shoeless comes away with it, trying to send it back out, but could not. Ends back up on Thornton's stick, and he's taken out hard. Big hit in the corner. As now, we'll see what comes of all of this, but there was a lot of reaction to the hit. Thornton quickly back up, good to see. as that'll be a penalty against Indiana. So another power play opportunity for the Scarecrows. Can't say they haven't had some opportunities, but they just have not been able to cash in. As now, again, another chance coming here. And we'll see if they can find a way to cash in this time. Puck is down, one back, as now again, Papapetros with it. Sidesteps a check, goes back to the sidewall, looking back, taken away, and now sent ahead. Back in the other way, here comes Anderson. Anderson, deking, shooting, goal! So Anderson gets the first goal in Sentinels history. As now, not exactly what you were looking for if you're Topeka. So it's a minute 46 left to go. Both goals short-handed. That one's dropped. One back by Topeka. The Scarecrows have to circle back. Gagnon has it. Koash and Anderson, the two goal scorers so far. One for each team. Dump back off is Gagnon. Over the red line. Dumps it off that time. Thornton pushes it ahead. Taken away from him and now back the other way. Here comes Indiana. Poke checked away that time by Gordon Whalen. Whalen plays back. 6:38 left to go here in period 2. Sent ahead by Koash. Dumped up into the zone, but couldn't control it. Shoelist was there. Puck poke checked through some legs, but again, trouble coming up with it. Pinned to the wall right in front of that Topeka bench. 6:22 left to go here. Everybody in there digging for it as now Gagnon and Shoelist both throwing body checks, and now they're going to whistle it down as they froze that puck. And now we got a tilt back there. No. Only the Indiana player dropped his gloves as Sasha Juracek going to go to the box. We'll see if they're going to take the Topeka player as well. Juracek was the only one to put his gloves down, though. So this is going to be 5-on-3, I believe. It is. So Juracek goes to the box. 5-on-3 opportunity here. If you're the Scarecrows, you got to find a way to execute here. Faceoff will come to the left-hand side of Rutherford. Been hard to beat him tonight. Scarecrows banging their sticks on the bench. Puck is down, one back towards the point. 5-on-3. They've got all the time in the world here. Moving it around, it's Koch. Koch back across, utilizing the whole zone. Papapetros back down to Koash. My apologies. Move back along, trying to play it off. It's back down below the goal line. Picked up there, Sneath looking. TJ Sneath dumps it off, trying to move it along again. Sneath goes right back to the front of the net mouth, but can't control. Passed across. Koch across. Big one-timer and won't go. Still working it along the outside. Passed across by Papapetros. Hugo Koch comes away with it. Back to Papapetros. Towards the front, deflected. Goes in the back of the net. A beauty of a play. And it's going to be TJ Sneath's first of the year. So, it's now 2-1. And what a play. So, a Topeka goal. 5 minutes, 32 seconds to go. And that is going to end one penalty. And the other will continue as we are right back at it here. Topeka still with possession, 5:28 to go, a 2-1 lead for the Scarecrows. Puck wrapped around the boards, chasing back after it. Coming up in the final immediate timeout, tossed over the top of the net that time. Just missing as now once again the Scarecrows looking back towards the front of the net, wrapping around, sending that one around the boards, trying to keep it in play, and they do so. moved ahead. Gagnon could not control it. Now here comes Anderson again. The lone goal scorer for Indiana. Pat puck taken away. Right back towards the front. Lease deflected, stopped again, Sammy Bernard. So that will be a penalty. Slashing is the call. So a 2-minute power play on the slash with 41 seconds left to go. So I believe the fans are sure it's Gagnon. So 4-on-4 hockey. Gagnon confused. With 4:55 to go, we should have the media timeout, and we will. All right, so 4-on-4 action. The power play cut short again, and a big thank you one more time to Ace Electric. We'll be back after this.
Timmy! Life's better when you're under our roof. Because we know it's more than a new home. It's a new journey.
Welcome to the neighborhood, Jordan.
Thanks, guys. Whoa.
And when you feel protected, you can dream fearlessly.
Go long.
Bundle home and auto and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote at amfam.com.
All right, with that, we are back. What a period. No goals in the first, 3 here in the second. 2 for the Scarecrows, 1 for the Sentinels, but 41 seconds of 4-on-4. Fans, are you excited to see the return of hockey to the capital city? Are you looking for a way to be more involved? Then join the Scarecrows Booster Club. Log on to bisonice.com. Find ways for you and your family to join in and be a part of special Booster Club only meet and greets, seasonal parties, and so much more. That's bisonice.com and help support your Topeka Scarecrows. All right, 4:55 left to go. 41 seconds of 4-on-4 action. We'll see how this shakes out as that puck held up for a second. Now we drop, and the Scarecrows have that taken away. Grant Mentis shot and stopped by Sammy Bernard. Huge stoppage there. Back towards the point. Banked around the boards, and now Connor Lynn trying to come up with it. Poke checks it along and gets it ahead. Hustling it back out. Blaisdell gets it ahead to Koch. Hugo Koch into the offensive zone. He cuts through. Koch coming, drops a pass. Blaisdell towards the front shot. Still loose in front and will not go. Back around the boards. Trying to force it along. It's back down towards the front shot. Goal! What a play. A beauty there. As the Scarecrows make it 3-1. And Hugo Koch does a job. So Koch buries it, makes it 3-1. 4:26 left to go. 11 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey left. And now again, the Scarecrows with a 2-goal lead for the first time in their history. Passed off. Elijah Wilson with it. Wilson forcing it forward into the offensive zone. Now it's a penalty kill brought to you by our good friends at Next Tech. When you're trying to cover yourself and keep yourself out of the box with cybersecurity, call Next Tech. As now again, puck work back around. 4 minutes, 7 seconds left to go here, period number 2. 3-1 Scarecrows. Puck is pushed back deep into the zone. Gordon Whalen there for it, wraps it around the boards. That's going to go all the way around. And now Parker Rutherford back to play. Rutherford has possession, dumps it back below the goal line, and now out comes Indiana. Indiana trailing by 2. As the Sentinels look ahead, try to force it out. Marquis Grant Mentis hustles it out of the zone. Into the offensive zone, top of the slot, broken up by Elijah Wilson. That'll be dumped off, and Papa Petros took a look, debated it, but Rutherford came way out of his net to play that one around the boards. Jumping right back over the boards, Hugo Koch, as now they're going to call too many men on the ice. As, well, Topeka's not going to be happy about that. 33 seconds left to go in a penalty kill. The referee explaining that there was way too many men on the ice. And again, the period of the long change, it can do that to you. It's a difficult one to manage, and it does look like Quinn O'Reilly will serve it. So Riley has had some time in the penalty box here tonight. It's a 5-on-3 for 33 seconds. And the fans here in Indiana letting the Scarecrows know you can't do that. So 3:28 left to go. As they wait, puck is dropped, moved along, and now forced back to the point. Walking the line, a look there. Shot towards the net, deflected. Bounces along. No, they say that went out of play. So, linesman Marquise Grant-Mentis is sticking to his helmet. So, 3:19 to go. Puck is dropped, pushed along, and sent back towards the point. That's going to be kept in the zone as Mullins just got there. Pass across, Mullins comes up with it, looks, passes, Mentis with a shot, and that's turned away. Flipped back up and out of the zone as that'll go all the way down. Parker Rutherford rushing to keep this puck moving. A penalty kill is really where you can make a difference in that long change period. As back the other way, Mullins into the zone, cutting through. 5-on-3 opportunity here as Norwinski takes his man to the wall. Lease pinned there. Trying to force this puck back out of the zone, cannot, as we're back to a 5-on-4 now. Rustled around. Lease is pinned to the wall again by Norwinski. Norwinski off, Koch off a leg and all the way back down it goes. Koash keeping an eye on things. Down to 1:05 left to go, and the too many men on the ice penalty. 2.5 left to go in period number 2. 3-1 Topeka. As that puck poke-checked away. Back along, Koash looking around, trying to find a lane. As back again, it'll come out. Rolling back. Into the zone goes Indiana, wrapping it around the boards. All the way around there, and that's slapped ahead out to the neutral zone, and the Sentinels will have to reset. 40 seconds remaining here in period number 2 in the penalty kill. 2:05 left to go in the period. Coming down as this is back deep into the zone. Papa Petros ties it up, trying to move this puck and still struggling a little bit as now that puck is moved along. They wait, looking around. Barnetts has it, passed back to the point. A shot deflected, stopped by Sammy Bernard. So 1:46 left to go. As now again, 19 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. 28-15 in the shots on goal category. It's going to be interesting here as the Scarecrows trying to keep their lead right where it is. Just over 100 seconds to go in period 2. Picked off, backhanded, and that'll get out of the zone. Back to get it goes Anderson. J.D. Anderson, the lone goal scorer so far for Indiana. Hustling it back through the neutral zone. Picked off that time by Elijah Wilson. Excellent play there. Wilson breaking back in, cutting wide shot, and goal! Elijah Wilson makes it 4-1. What a play. Wilson with another shorthanded goal. Goes forehand, backhand. How you doing, Parker Rutherford? And it's a 4-1 game. As now again, the fans trying to get the Let's Go Sentinels chant going and inspire their guys. Last 1 second of the penalty kill. As that puck is dropped. One back. Connor Lind has possession. 5-on-5 hockey. We are back again. Lind with it. Tries to put the shot on and can't. That one's poke-checked away. Elijah Wilson tried to bank it off the wall, and again it's turned around. Back to his defense. 1:15 remaining. Passed across. Big body contact there. Elijah Wilson into the zone, cutting through and can't get the puck. As now it won't settle down, and Indiana back the other way. Hustling it in the offensive zone. Raymond passes it back. Little drop pass as now they'll turn it around quickly. Back in the other side. Schulist with it. Shot over the top of the net, and that will get up and out of play. So 56 seconds remaining. As we are continuing to count down here. 29-15 are the shots on goal. As we'll get set here. Puck is dropped, one back. Trying to play it through, shot, and can't get it out. Now Indiana will clear the zone, hustling it back again the other way. Back in the offensive zone, it's picked off. Jurasevich has that one turned away. right back towards the front as yet again the Scarecrows able to maneuver that puck up and out of the zone. Murphy with a quick pass across, and here they come. Back in the offensive zone, a drop pass. Checo, shot, deflected away with the blocker as back down low it goes. Trying to play it around. Puck is hustled around, back to Zach Papapetros. Towards the net, deflected, and that one won't go into the back of the net. Back into the corner it goes. Trying to force this up. Puck is dropped again. Right back deep in the zone. Rutherford watches it circle around the backside of the net. The Scarecrows standing pat right now. This puck dumped back out through center. Turning back around is Papapetros. Papapetros waiting as some lines getting changed. Last 3, 2, 1. That'll do it on period number 2. Scarecrow's going to go to the room with a 4-goal second period, as Indiana was able to capitalize on one. A penalty to Indiana there as well. So at the end of the period, and he's still chirping as Robbie Nichols ushering his Scarecrows off the ice. Chirping from the bench, from the Sentinels bench. And they're telling him to get off. So a 4-1 lead for Topeka. And the Scarecrows have to be happy with that. It was a tough first period. Couldn't find a way to beat Parker Rutherford, but they managed to do it there in period number 2. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll break down the period, talk some more, and, well, look at what's up ahead. When we come back, 20 miles, 20 smiles, nobody rides for free. Third period action will be coming up very, very shortly.
Quality renovations in Topeka start with Kingdom Builders. From dream kitchens to outdoor living spaces, we bring craftsmanship and class to every project. Book your free consult today. Your vision, our craft, His glory.
Whether it's your first time or you've done this before, buying or selling a home can be scary. That's why you need someone who truly cares. Let Vince Vasquez and Keller Williams One Legacy Partners be your trusted source, guiding you every step of the way to a championship caliber experience. Because at Keller Williams, we're the team that puts you first.
Keller Williams, the team that puts you first.
Call Vince Vasquez today at 785-608-8537. Hey, Scarecrows fans! Topeka Chick-fil-A restaurants are proud to partner with your Topeka Scarecrows. Add chicken to your roster and feel like a champion. Order your favorites through the Chick-fil-A app and pick them up at either our 17th and Wanamaker or our South Topeka Boulevard location to cheer on the Scarecrows to victory. Let's go, Scarecrows!
Wax? Yeah. Need something a little bit light. Supernotics hot wax.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because we know it's more than a new home.
It's really him.
It's a new journey.
Welcome to the neighborhood, Jordan.
Thanks, guys. Whoa.
And when you feel protected, you can dream fearlessly.
Go long.
Bundle home and auto and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote at amfam.com.
space at Spring Hill Suites.
Let's go again! Let's go again! Let's go again! What are you thinking about?
For rest and relaxation, go to Spa Via.
Security threats. They are scary, they are real, and they happen. Whether it's a cyber threat or a physical threat, you won't see it coming. Is your business prepared? If not, where do you start? Rest easy. The experts at NextTech are here to help. With a free security assessment, we can discover where you may have gaps and come up with a solution that will protect your business assets. Visit next-tech.com/business to learn more about security protection.
Hotel Topeka at City Center is your home away from home when in the capital city. Located just 1 mile from downtown and conveniently located right next to the Stormont Vale Event Center. Whether you're in town for a Scarecrows game or just on vacation, stay with a touch of class at Hotel Topeka at City Center.
From the front row to the upper level. From epic concerts to heart-stopping games. Tickets for Less puts you where the action is. Experience the thrill of live events like never before. Every seat holds a story. Find yours at ticketsforless.com and never pay service fees.
Brass Rail Tavern. Come visit Topeka's oldest bar. 401 North Emmett Street, Topeka.
Second period in the books down here with Elijah Wilson. Elijah, first time we're getting to see these logos take the ice here. It's got to be something special as a player to come into a team and really see the first game.
Yeah, it's amazing. Robbie's done an amazing time putting together what he's put together, and we have a really good team here, so I'm excited to see what we do now in a game situation.
And as you guys are playing against another first-year team here, kind of a unique situation for the Fed. You don't normally see the two first-year teams taking each other on. Is this really a bar-setting game for you guys, or how's the locker room viewing it?
It's every first game of a franchise is extremely important. You don't overlook any opponent. They're not exactly the team that we're trying to match necessarily our top play to. However, they're a great team. You don't underestimate anyone, so you come out and be ready to run through a brick wall.
Speaking of running through a brick wall, obviously you guys really got put through the test. There isn't an exhibition season in the Federal Prospects League. You were down in Allen, Texas, playing against ECHL competitors. How much does that motivate the room and the guys, and especially, some of your teammates who are first-year guys who have never seen that experience?
Oh, extremely. And then to play at that pace and for guys to see that skill level isn't unattainable, that then pushes our pace in practice a lot more. And you have guys that realize that you can move faster, or the puck can move faster. And so we've definitely amped it up and picked up speed since we skated down in Allen, and it's been amazing.
And then obviously you've got a coaching staff there with Robbie Nichols and Justin Schmidt who have been around this game for a long time, have a lot of years of history, and know how to put together winners. How much has that kind of helped build this roster?
Oh, a lot. They've recruited a lot of guys with experience, I mean, we have obviously a good handful of rookies on the team, but a lot of the guys on the team have either in juniors been in a leadership role at one point or another in their life. So we have a lot of natural-born leaders on the team.
Let me ask you, too, because we have a weird experience here. Obviously, you're opening up on the road, not at home. So obviously there's some build-up for next week when we're going to be at home Friday and Saturday night. When you guys get that schedule and you see, especially when you were traded here and saw that the first game is on the road, is there a little less pressure, a little more pressure? How does that kind of amp up for you guys?
It's all the same. Obviously, you want to get that home opener because your fans are going crazy, and we've got some of the best fans in the league, I can already tell. And it's still exciting. You got the look in some of the rookies' eyes who, to them, I mean, this is the world, and obviously it's obviously we can't wait to get back home, but I think this is going to be an exciting one for all of us.
Well, I won't keep you too much longer. One last question before I let you go. As you look at this roster and the guys who are in the room with you, has there been a pecking order kind of established? Is there a leadership group, and how is that shaping out?
We've got some natural-born leaders in the room. We've got a few guys that have stepped up, and the beautiful part is everyone has a job and a role in the locker room. So just because some people are leaders, we've got guys that aren't afraid to follow because they trust that the guys in that position are teaching nothing but what coach wants and or successful things they've learned in the past. So we've got a handful of leaders, and we've got guys that aren't willing to be like a sponge and learn everything they can.
I'd love to hear that. Well, I'll let you go sponge back with Coach now, and we'll be back here on the Mixler.com Intermission Report. All right, so our Intermission Report brought to you once again by our good friends at KSNT and Fox 43. So let's take a look at what we've got to talk about here in period number 2. Folks, it was a big one. So let's break it down because, well, there's lots to talk about here. The penalty sheet's getting pretty full, but after a scoreless first, the Scarecrows found the back of the net first as Scott Koash capitalized on a shorthanded chance to give the Scarecrows their first goal in history with assists from Hugo Koch and Jacob Gagnon. 6:01 later, it was Indiana's turn, shorthanded, as J.D. Anderson picked off a pass and was able to beat Sammy Bernard to tie the game at 1 apiece. T.J. Sneath, however, found an answer 91 seconds later. However, as Corey Cheka ripped a shot from the point, the Sneath was able to tip out of midair past the goaltender. 1:07 later, Hugo Koch put home the Scarecrows' first ever even strength goal with a beauty forehand, backhand, and good night. Before Elijah Wilson once again was sprung on a shorthanded opportunity to bring the Scarecrows' lead to 4-1 at the end of the second period. What a period of play, and folks, if the third is anything like that, we're going to see a lot more fun. We'll have to see exactly what they have in mind there, but once again, we'll see what the third period looks like as the Scarecrows, their first time in history, 20 miles, 20 smiles, nobody rides for free. They all got to go to work and put those hard hats on and find a way to get this victory across, scoring those 3 points, the first time in their history, if they're able to come away with that win here today. Quick look around the FPHL. Columbus 1, PD 2, that one in the third period of play. Port Huron 1, Danbury 1, that one in the second period of play. The Watertown Wolves 3, the Binghamton Black Bears 4, that one in the third period of play as well. And of course, live from Columbus, Indiana, Topeka 4, Indiana 1. What's next? The final 20 minutes of regulation. It's been a journey so far through 40 minutes. You can only imagine these last 20 minutes are certainly going to be no different. Period 3 is coming up. We'll step aside one more time, and then it'll be time once again for some original Topeka Scarecrows hockey. This is the first iteration of these Scarecrows, and folks, so far, you have to like what you're seeing. A lot of great things coming out of this. As I said, don't forget to join the Booster Club. And also, if you're looking for a way to celebrate your special day, come on out and celebrate with the Scarecrows. 15 tickets, an autograph puck, $100 in concession vouchers, a PA announcement in-house, and a Hy-Vee cake. Your special day is going to be memorable. Get your package today calling 785-289-4259. Once again, 785-289-4259 HCKY. That's hockey. Give us a call and let's see how we can make your day extra special.
Quality renovations in Topeka start with Kingdom Builders. From dream kitchens to outdoor living spaces, we bring craftsmanship and class to every project. Book your free consult today. Your vision, our craft, His glory.
Whether it's your first time or you've done this before, buying or selling a home can be scary. That's why you need someone who truly cares. Let Vince Vasquez and Keller Williams One Legacy Partners be your trusted source, guiding you every step of the way to a championship caliber experience. Because at Keller Williams, we're the team that puts you first.
Keller Williams, the team that puts you first.
Call Vince Vasquez today at 785-608-8537. Hey, Scarecrows fans! Topeka Chick-fil-A restaurants are proud to partner with your Topeka Scarecrows. Add chicken to your roster and feel like a champion. Order your favorites through the Chick-fil-A app and pick them up at either our 17th and Wanamaker or our South Topeka Boulevard location to cheer on the Scarecrows to victory. Let's go, Scarecrows!
Wax? Yeah. Use some aluminum bite. Supernotics hot wax.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because we know it's more than a new home. It's really him. It's a new journey.
Welcome to the neighborhood, Jordan.
Thanks, guys. Whoa.
And when you feel protected, you can dream fearlessly.
Go long.
Bundle home and auto and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote at amfam.com.
All right, folks, sorry to cut in. I believe Indiana might have just had a player ejected, so I had to cut in. So I do apologize to whoever we just cut out. But I'm fairly certain that's what just happened. We'll wait for the official confirmation, but pretty sure I just saw the official pointing to the locker room. Koash out there having the conversation. We'll wait to see. They've opened the penalty box door. There was a penalty at the end of period 2. So it looks like we're going to start this period off with a power play. That's going to go against Beloff. So Beloff will get on. Apparently I was mistaken. It seemed to me that that was going slightly differently, but apparently not. So I apologize for that and came back a little early. My apologies to our sponsors as well. And the puck is down and we are underway. Period number 3. Scarecrows with it back below, behind Sammy Bernard. Period the long change is over. Hustling back out, a power play opportunity. Once again brought to you by our good friends at Ace Electric. Fed back along into the neutral zone. Anderson, who has the lone goal for Indiana right now, which came shorthanded, As that one's pushed back by Shoelist into the zone. Carter Thornton, Deke shot, turned aside, loose in front, picking it up right back towards the defense as that'll be scooped up and passed along. Whalen comes up with it. Gordon Whalen pinching in towards the middle, shot by Thornton, turned aside, poke checked and can't come up with it. As Rutherford kept it underneath him, that one stayed outside the line. And the whistles came quickly. Penalty upcoming. Somehow this is going to go against Carter Thornton. So it'll be 4-on-4. Slashing is the... Every call tonight has been slashing. So, all right, 19:21 left to go. And Wilson having a conversation with the linesman about placement. So, 19:21 to go. As now, puck is won back, kept at the point. Shot coming through, turned aside by Sammy Bernard. And once again, Sammy Bernard coming up with a big stop. Face off to Bernard's right-hand side. That puck is dropped, won back by Indiana. Towards the point, looking for a shot. Deflected into the corner as now again, Indiana trying to dig this puck around. Hustled around the boards as yet again, 4-on-4 hockey. Seen that a few times here tonight. As this puck bounces around, back down low. Sentinels trying to get something started. They work it back towards the point, and it does work itself out back to center ice. Dumped right back in. Papa Petros will pick it up and take possession. Trying to fire through a defenseman, and that one's taken away. As now again, Indiana getting a couple bounces to go their way. Turned right back out by Topeka, however. Scarecrows in the zone. Sneath with a pass across towards the front shot. Goal! Elijah Wilson is second of the game. So a beauty there. As with 18:35 left to go, it's a 5-1 game. As they get everything sorted out at the box. Still 35 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey left to go. Elijah Wilson scores his second of the season. Again, he came into the game with 4 straight regular season games with a goal. That one's pushed along. And now again, chasing it around. Grant Mentis couldn't keep the zone. Fed back out to center, and now, again, Slinger has possession. Slinger looking up ice, trying to hustle it ahead. He gets it in the offensive zone. He's rubbed off that time by Koch, as that puck will be worked along the sideboards. Trying to turn it around. Scarecrows looking up. Turn back around. They wait. Looking up ice, passed across, as that one bounces off the boards, and now Slinger will go back to get it. 4 seconds to go before a penalty kill. And here we go. Scarecrows now on the Next Tech penalty kill. For all your cyber needs, check out Next Tech. Marquise Grant Mentis hops over the red line and skates quickly into the zone. 30 seconds to go in the power play as he circles back towards the blue line. Dumps off right back to Mentis. Grant Mentis with it. Back down low towards the front as that one's deflected up and out of the zone. Chase back after. Mullins is there. Deflects off a leg. And the Scarecrows are there right back towards the front. On the backhand, turning around. Koch sends it back to center ice, and they'll kill off the rest of this penalty. So a quick look here with a 5-1 lead. Scarecrows taking their time. 2 minutes, 40 seconds gone here in the third period. Hustled ahead. Here come the Scarecrows again. Passed across towards the front. Backhand shot, and that won't go. Elijah Wilson looking for the hat trick. Back to the point. Deflected through, kicked aside again there by Rutherford. Indiana starting it up ice. Chipped ahead all the way down. Sammy Bernard lets it go for icing, and that will be a stoppage of play. So puck will come all the way back down. The Scarecrows will get fresh bodies on the ice. And now again, a 5-1 lead. Face-off coming here as Corey Checo set to take the draw. Wins it back. Quinn O'Reilly with it. Throws it towards the net, kicked aside. O'Reilly and Rutherford, teammates last year in Danville. That will be played up and out of play. And they want delay a game, and I think they're going to get it. 2 minutes for delay a game. So Mullins goes to the box on the delay a game call. So another power play opportunity. Once again, presented to you by our good friends at Ace Electric. Puck is dropped, moved along again as the Scarecrows have to chase. Right back out to center ice. Trying to move this puck along quickly. Robbie Nichols watching his guys, trying to find some success on the man advantage. That one dumped off the boards and rolls around the backside. Slinger there for it. Harassed quickly. Scarecrows come up with the puck. Back behind, trying to force it out to the center. Chip back towards the blue line, and the Scarecrows able to keep. Kept that time by Gagnon. Gagnon back to the point again. Whalen across, finds Koash. Koash looking across the ice, finds his man. Still looking, back across, was looking for Koash. Bounces up and is covered by Rutherford. 16-19 left to go. We'll get a change of staff. 37 shots on goal as Topeka looking to get things squared away. A 5-1 lead, a 4-goal deficit for Indiana. Face-off coming to the left-hand side of Rutherford. Looking at something on the ice there, and now TJ Sneath set to take the draw. Puck is dropped, one to the sidewall, forced along there as Indiana able to clear the zone. Knocked down quickly by the defense, Elijah Wilson chipping it ahead. Taken back, passed across, Wilson comes up with it. Elijah Wilson slowing things down. Slowly put that through to Papapetros. Zach Papapetros looking up ice. Takes it himself, going all the way coast to coast. Papapetros throws it around the boards for Hugo Koch. Koch dumps it off for Papapetros. Papapetros top of the slot. He takes a moment, looks. Trying to find help, passes it down deeper. Trying to get it out towards the front, can't. Knocked back down by Checo. And now Koch has it taken away from him. Banked off the boards and kept in the zone. It wasn't touched. The referee says, my bad. It wasn't touched. So they will bring it back to center ice. So you love to see that. A little humor about it as the official owns it immediately. So 15:33 left to go, 38 seconds left in the power play opportunity for the Scarecrows. Puck is dropped, one back. And now Topeka looking. Justin Schmidt out here with Kuykendall. And here we go, first, no. Schmidt skated away. Kuykendall will go to the box. Kuykendall still chirping at Schmidt. Thought we were going to get our first. I apologize for the language, folks. So they certainly were not happy about that. And that's going to be a power play opportunity once again for 29 seconds. It's a 5-on-3. So Kuykendall was an interesting set there. As now a 5-on-3 power play for the next 29 seconds. Scarecrows a chance to really put a nail in the coffin. Passes back. Big windup from Norwinski. Shoots it, kicked aside. Rolls right back out. Scarecrow still with possession. As Blaisdell sends it down low. Looking again. Back to Blaisdell. Blaisdell has it passed across. Norwinski pinching in. Look, shoots. Deflected just wide. Blaisdell gets it right back. Doug Blaisdell passing across. Norwinski right across the zone. Off a couple of skates. And now again, it's still 5-on-3. Just comes to an end. Slinger trying to pin that puck. Poke check through. O'Reilly sends it around the boards. Finds Norwinski. 1:20 to go here. Looking, shooting, pass across, will not go. And that's deflected along. Worked back out and hustling back the other way is Morin. Morin trying to get a break here. Has a little trouble, goes into the wall. Big hit by Justin Schmidt. As that's going to be a penalty. And we'll see. So it's media timeout and a penalty on Blaisdell. So Blaisdell takes a penalty. And we'll step aside for just another minute as once again, lots to think about here as we're down to 14:29 left to go in period number 3.
Let's go, man! Let's go, man! Let's go, man! I'm thinking about.
For rest and relaxation, go to Spavia.
And a huge thank you to our friends at Spavia. Well, we're back. 14:29 left to go. A minute 6 of 4-on-4 hockey. 4-on-4 is always fun. The fans here in Indiana rooting on their Sentinels. 4-on-4 hockey, and the Scarecrows had just a man too many. Face-off coming here, dropped and one back. As now Topeka trying to find their way up and out of the zone. Kicked ahead to the blue line, but not out. Picked off and now forced forward. Turned away as they couldn't control that one. Looking towards the front of the net. Indiana trying to come up with it again. Forced out. Now Topeka will clear it. Hustling out the other way, it's Hugo Koch. Koch, little stick handling issue there as back again. Passed across. Gordon Whalen gets there, unable to keep the zone. Whalen looking. Passes across, and now they'll start back in their own zone again. 30 seconds to go, 4-on-4. Fed off. Moved ahead by Koch and taken away from him, but once again, right back to the offensive zone they go. Whalen passes it across, right back again. One more time, tripping over his own skate that time was Koash. Back the other way it comes. Here comes Grant Mentis into the zone. Looking, passing across, had opportunities. 13 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. And now again, Indiana forced off the puck. So quick changes here as one more time Topeka will go back shorthanded to the next Tech penalty kill. Trying to force it forward, it's Koch. Koch into the zone and offside apparently. So 13:19 left to go, period number 3, 50 seconds to go in the penalty kill. So once again, a penalty kill for the Scarecrows. TJ Sneath set to take the draw. Puck is down, one back cleanly, and that'll be slapped around. Rutherford able to turn it aside, and that one hit netting. So 13:14 left to go. Third period of play, 39-19, the shots on goal. As that faceoff's going to come off to the left-hand side of the netminder. Puck is dropped, one back by the Scarecrows, hustling it through. They wrap it around the boards. TJ Sneath is there. Sneath gets run off the puck there, and now again trying to fire this one up. Indiana having some trouble clearing their zone. Elijah Wilson right in there with it as Lease trying to break this puck up and out of the zone. Lease cuts wide. Poke checks that one back to center ice and hustles it ahead. 2-on-1 for Indiana. Poke checked away. Lease couldn't hold on to it. Lease towards the sidewall. Fed back towards the front. Bounces around. Hops off a couple of sticks. Indiana still with possession, however. 10 seconds left to go in the power play opportunity. They have not been successful on it yet so far. Their only goal coming short-handed. That puck will be flipped ahead and dumped down deep. Elijah Wilson takes a look. He's one goal short of the hat trick here tonight. A penalty there, and I'm thinking the Scarecrow's not going to like that. Cross-checking is the call. All right. Well, 12:24 to go. So 12:24 to go. Elijah Wilson to the penalty box. And that puts your Scarecrows back on the next Tech penalty kill. So, Next Tech penalty kill for all your cyber needs. Check out Next Tech. As that puck is dropped and the Scarecrows back on the PK. Indiana takes it along the blue line, working it down low. Grant Mentis with a shot, goes just wide. Forced down deeper. Indiana trying to set something up. Back to Grant Mentis along the near side wall. Grant Mentis sends it back down below the goal line, tries to cut towards the front of the net. Right back out towards the front, takes a weird bounce, and the Sentinels can't get possession. That one will be sent 200 feet. And with 90 seconds to go in the penalty kill, the Scarecrows able to make some changes. TJ Sneath directing traffic. Hugo Koch heading for the bench. As now that's moved up quickly, bounces off the wall, and the Scarecrows get it all the way back down. Rutherford back to play, leaves it there for Mullins. Mullins comes out from behind the net on the far side. Looking, passes across. As that's poke checked away, sent back deeper into the zone. Indiana trying to get a set. It's wrapped around. Played back by the Scarecrows. They'll dump that one all the way back down as Rutherford goes back to play. He's got Delaney. Delaney, little trouble controlling as that's taken away by Carter Thornton. Thornton poke checking at it, sends it back towards the blue line, and now Grant Mentis comes up with it. Grant Mentis has it chopped away by Thornton, slapped all the way back down. As now again, that bounces off a body and is turned right back around. Trying to force this puck back 200 feet away from their net. It continues to bounce off bodies. It's Plinko out there. As now Carter Thornton out of gas. He's looking for help, and he's going to get some. Back towards the front of the net mouth, but no way to get it through the defender. Back the other way comes Anderson. Anderson with 20 seconds left in the power play. Forced down deeper again. Anderson has it. Rolled up the sidewall. Thornton with a slapper all the way down. That'll go 200 feet. And with 10 seconds left to go on the power play. Quick change now for the Scarecrows. Corey Checo back behind the net. Checo has it, looking up, passes back to the blue line. Gagnon, shot, goal! I think it was deflected in front by Murphy, but Gagnon just ripped it. And it's a short-handed goal. Gagnon first through the line, so I guess it's going to be his goal. A beauty. So, face-off coming here. And we're going to get one right off the tip here. Justin Schmidt, Kuykendall. As Raymond still going at it with O'Reilly as well. Schmidt, Cox, Kuykendall taking a look. Kuykendall dives in. Kuykendall lands a right, another right. Schmidt gets free. Gets back up as he scrambled. Kuykendall using his size to his advantage, and Schmidt not able to do much against it. Now he gets 2, 3, 4, 5, and Justin Schmidt takes him down. Justin Schmidt, heavily outweighed and outsized, but manages to put Kuykendall down. And the assistant coach gives the Scarecrows their first W of the season, and it comes in fight night here in Indiana. So, 6-1, 10:24 to go. Shots on goal, 40-20. So again, the fans here certainly enjoyed that one. As now, with 10:24 to go, we'll see what the officials dole out here. But while they're figuring that out, and it looks like Quinn O'Reilly has left the ice surface, so something must have gone on there that I missed. Want to remind everybody once again, Scarecrows fans, make sure you stop by, check out all the latest merchandise on the Scarecrows website. Hats, t-shirts, more, all made locally right here in Topeka at Reliant Apparel. Get your Scarecrows gear today. And don't forget to give us a like and a follow for all the latest and greatest on Scarecrows News. Check out our social media platforms. Follow us today, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our new TikTok page. And also, don't forget to click like down here on the YouTube stream too. And of course, can't do that on Sportfy, but we certainly hope that you are having a good time here for the first game for the Topeka Scarecrows with 10:24 left to go. So, Quinn O'Reilly was sent to the locker room a little early. Justin Schmidt is recovering in the box. With 10:24 to go, we'll see what happens off this draw. The referee coming right in and having a discussion. As again, Corey Checo. Okay, so they're just explaining the 5-minute majors. And I believe whatever happened to O'Reilly as well. So, linesman over to explain it to Robbie Nichols. A penalty here to the Sentinels, actually. We'll see what that one is. I didn't see any signal. Oh, it looks like the Scarecrows might have to head out too. No, 5-on-4. So, interesting to say the least. Robbie Nichols coming down. No, it looks like they are asking for somebody. So Robbie Nichols assigning somebody to go serve this one. As Shoeless goes to the box too. Trying to get an explanation, but a little tough on that. 4-on-4 hockey now. So, 4-on-4 hockey. And they've got one of the penalties up there wrong, so hopefully they'll get that fixed here in just a moment. All right, well, 10:24 left to go. Shots on goal, 60 total shots on goal, 40 on Parker Rutherford, 20 on Sammy Bernard. As we're still waiting for the penalties to find the score clock so we can get this puck dropped. Well, again, I want to take this moment to thank all of you for tuning in here live on YouTube and Sportfee here tonight. As the Topeka Scarecrows inaugural game, don't forget, next Friday night, the inaugural home game. If you haven't bought your tickets yet, after Robbie has told you time and time again to make sure you have your tickets, I don't know what you're waiting for. Get on Ticketmaster, get over to the Cable Dahmer box office, call our office. You're not going to want to miss a minute. 785-289-HOCKY. Make sure you call us and get your tickets for the home opener. All right, now they got the penalties up there. 10:24 to go. Now we're going to drop the puck. We got 4-on-4 hockey again. Puck is down. One back by Indiana. Quickly back across again and trying to force this puck back, but Checo with a body check. Moving it down. 10 seconds gone in the 4-on-4. 10:10 left to go in period 3. Trying to poke check that back towards center ice, and it's brought up into the zone, 2-on-1. Checo drops a pass. Blaisdell with it towards the front, and Rutherford goes down. I'm not sure why, but back the other way comes Indiana. Towards Sammy Bernard, kicked away, as that's poke checked along. Right back towards the front, broken up, a shot, deflected and taken away. And now some going on behind the net. As once again, a couple of guys end up in a heap. Well, you've heard the old adage, if you can't beat them, beat them, and that looks to be Indiana's thought process. So, Checo will go to the locker room. Still 9:47 to go. They're going to take the media timeout. We'll step aside. Hopefully I'll have more information for you when we get back. 6-1 in favor of the Scarecrows. right, with that, we are back. And again, we'll see what's up next here. Again, want to remind everybody, don't forget that good times come in groups. Whether you are at the game with your school, church, work, or even a family outing, remember to contact the Scarecrows for special group rates and fan experiences at games. Call 785-289-HOCKEY. That's 4259 to book your group today. And hey, fans, if you know someone or you yourself have a business that's looking for a great advertising platform, call the Scarecrows today, 785-289-4259, and find out how we can team up for another great evening such as this. All right, so now it is 4-on-3 in favor of the Scarecrows. .9:47 to go. We're over the halfway point. Scarecrows looking for a power play opportunity here. Passed right through the slot, broken up. With it, Whalen shoots that one and hits the roof. So with 9:37 left to go, it's another Ace Electric power play. Checo back to the bench. Glad to see that. He was taken off, I'm assuming, due to some medical or equipment issues. Puck is dropped, and we are back at it. Scarecrows with possession. Back across to Whalen. Whalen has Papa Petros. Finds him, top of the slot. Papa Petros takes a look. Waiting, passes back, finds his man, Hugo Koch. Loses possession as Lease goes down, and that's going to draw a penalty. So, hooking is the call. And that's a tough one there for the Scarecrows, who are going to lose the rest of that power play. As now again, 6-1. Face-off going to come to the right-hand side of Sammy Bernard, it looks like. 3-on-3 hockey for the next 54 seconds. Oh, no, it's going to come to the left-hand side. A late decision there by Indiana. So, Marquise Graham-Mentis out to take the draw. They wait. Puck is dropped, and immediately they blow that dead. So they'll wait again. One more time, 9:17 to go. And that's one back. Topeka with possession, 3-on-3 hockey. Hustling back out, it's Papa Petros with it. Papa Petros cutting through the skates, taken down. And no call coming on that. As once again, Indiana turns it back around. Sneath against his opposite number. Back to Delaney now. Delaney over the red line, cutting right over center ice, breaking in with less than 9 minutes to go. Marquise Grant-Mentis can't stick handle that one through. Loses it. Gets it right back. Papa Petros lost his stick. Pushes over Marquise Graham-Mentis, and now here come the Scarecrows. In on a breakaway. Opportunity here. Shot kicked aside. Gordon Whalen, what a chance there. Whalen circles back and takes a second. Another shot, and that'll be turned aside again. Parker Rutherford, what a save. 5 seconds left to go in the 3-on-3. As now again, Koash out there with Gagnon and Norwinski. One back, Gagnon gets that puck back deep. Vikor has it, trying to work it across. Vikor still with it, turning around, still starting and stopping in his own zone. 4-on-4 hockey for the next 27 seconds. Trying to force it up. Indiana into the zone, onside, thrown back. That puck will be deflected back out of the zone. And now again, Indiana has to circle back and chase. Slinger with it. Passes to his defensive partner, gets it right back. Slinger looking up ice. 4-on-4 hockey for another 9 seconds. Back into the zone it comes. Hustling through. Losing his balance. He keeps the puck moving forward, however, as Indiana keeps possession in the zone. Pass back to the point and dump back off. Back down low, Koash forces it along. Penalty kill now for an abbreviated 23 seconds, and the Scarecrows still 3-on-1 back the other way. Thornton into the zone, passes across, bounces, and Rutherford makes the grab. 7:32 left to go. 6-1, Topeka with the lead. The sparking point was the 4-goal second. They've added 2 here in the third. Elijah Wilson on hat-trick watch. He has scored 2 here tonight. TJ Sneath waits, push to the wall, knocked down. Wilson trying to force it back. He can't. Mullins takes it away. Wilson gets his stick back, however. 7:25 left to go here in the game. Dump back off. Indiana about to lose out on another power play. Special teams not been friendly to the Sentinels here tonight. Back down low, wrapped around the boards. Trying to force it ahead. It's banked off, and that will get out of the zone. That one could be, no, won't be icing. Just didn't have the distance, and back behind again it goes. Morin looking for an opportunity. Morin has it stripped away from him and gets it right back. Morin breaks out of his own zone, forcing it forward. Puck will be scooped up and picked off by the Scarecrows. Right back in the offensive zone. It's Elijah Wilson taken away from him and turned around again. Back against the wall. Blaisdell gets taken out. Bassage passing across. Poke checked away. Trying to force it ahead. Scarecrows getting caught in their own zone. Here comes Anderson again. Poke checked away by Blaisdell. Forced to the sidewall. Trying to hustle this one around. It's poke checked away again. Knocked back down. Played out. Trying to force it up, but cannot. Bounces again to Shoeless. Matt Shoeless breaking out of the zone. Over the red line. Gets around his man. Has help coming. Shoeless, top of the circle. Shot turned away by Rutherford, and that'll hit the ceiling. So, 6:13 to go. Shots on goal, 43-22 in favor of the Scarecrows. 6-1 game. Checo getting set for the draw. Checo and Whalen. Checo puts his man into the wall. That's going to be a penalty. Checo is being run. He's being taken all the way down. No, he's being taken to the penalty box. Okay. Slinger was the one who went down. Murphy being led away from the official. Almost accidentally ran into him. He was focused back on the incident as Slinger will leave the ice surface. Boarding is the call. 2-minute minor penalty. That was 6:09 to go. It's another Next Tech penalty kill. All right, here we go. So, 5-on-4 power play for the Indiana Sentinels. Rutherford still in net. Robbie Nichols not happy about something out there. As now they blow the whistle and get things going yet again. Scarecrows flip that puck back all the way down. Parker Rutherford makes a save, and Mullins gets that puck moving along. Forced along yet again. Morin with it. Back to Mullins. Mullins back for Morin. Morin whiffs on that one. Koch comes up with it. Hugo Koch out towards the middle. Couldn't quite find Koash, and that'll be turned around the other way. Here comes Lease. Lease across to Grant Mentis, who couldn't handle the pass. Turned back around again. Trying to force this puck back ahead. Bounces around. Koash flips it up and all the way down the ice. 40 seconds of kill already gone here. And once again, don't forget, for all your cyber needs, call Next Tech. Played back behind. Slowing things down. Connor Mullins forces it up to Marquise Grant Mentis. Grant Mentis trying to cut through. Elijah Wilson forced him to the outside, but Grant Mentis kept a hold of it. Passed across, banked off the wall, trying to force it forward. Still some trouble there as it's moved down lower. Puck played off, wrapped around the boards, and that will get up and out of play. Deflected, so no delay of game penalty on that one. 5:01 left to go here, period number 3. Been an interesting night so far. So the embattled bruisers, Justin Schmidt and Kuykendall, both released from the sin bin. And Kuykendall has likened himself to these Indiana fans. Face-off coming here. Off to the right-hand side of Sammy Bernard. Puck pushed back through. Played off the boards and back out to center. Hustling ahead. Here comes Elijah Wilson. Rutherford trying to get in front of it. Managed to move it as Delaney comes away with the puck. Delaney back out to center ice. Passed across. Anderson into the zone with it. J.D. Anderson looking up ice. Chipped ahead. Played down, and once again, Indiana will reset. Looking around, trying to find a lane. They get that puck back deep. Power play opportunity here. Last 24 seconds. Back below the goal line. Trying to play it along. Norwinski had his man pinned back there, and now once again, Indiana looking for an opportunity. They looked for a Michigan there. Did not come true, but hey, at this point, why not? As once again, pass across the front, broken up, sent all the way down. 200 feet clear, and that'll do it for the power play. Anderson comes away with it. As once again, the Scarecrows back to full strength. Shipped ahead, Anderson pushing that puck ahead. Dumping it around the backside. Papapetros chasing it down. Zach Papapetros trying to get there. Could not. That puck skitters around. Sent back into the corner. And now again, Scarecrows trying to force this puck back out of the zone. 3:44 left to go here, period number 3. Chipped ahead. Scarecrows 3-on-2 if they hurry. Into the zone it comes. Back behind. Shoeless shot. Deflected right back toward the front. Checo was trying to put one home and could not. Dump back down deep. Barnett has it. Looking for help. Passed across. Banked to Marquise Grant-Mentis. Played off the boards and sent ahead. Trying to force this puck forward. The Scarecrows go back to get it. Topeka 3-18 from their first ever victory. As now again, they take a look. Sent back. Shoelist hustling it out of the zone. Breaks by Carter Thornton. Shoelist with a shot. Hits the pads and once again gets his own rebound. Back to the point. Kept at the blue line. Shot there. Goes just wide. Rutherford did not see that. Was looking for it after the fact as now Indiana comes up with it in the corner. Morin trying to force it down. Thornton is there. Thornton kicks it along. Carter Thornton pinned to the wall as now Shoelist comes away with it. Matt Shoelist sidesteps a check. Backhander. Delaney knocks it down. They say not played with a high stick. Shoelist breaks right back in. Passes it across for Carter Thornton. Thornton back. Was looking for Shoelist, but he peeled off to go to the bench. Right back out comes Grant-Mentis. 2.5 to go. A shot. Gloved down. So 2 minutes, 27 seconds left to go here in period 3. And that'll take us to the final media timeout here of the game. We'll step aside and be right back after this.
Space at Spring Hill Suites.
All right, with that, we are back. So 2 minutes, 27 seconds to go here, period number 3. As now again, 6-1. Is the score. So we'll wait to see how the Scarecrows finish this one off. See if they can put something else home here. It has been a happy night for everyone back in Topeka. Somebody looks to be calling timeout. Indiana going to call timeout here. So I guess even though we just got back, we'll step aside one more time. We'll be back after this. Still 6-1 in favor of the Scarecrows. So once again, a big thank you to everybody who came out to the Blind Tiger to pick up your season tickets. What a great event the other night. Absolutely thrilling. Love seeing all the fans come out, all the support. And you guys have something to cheer about here in about 2:27. Indiana trying to put something up on the board and give themselves something to get excited about. As Topeka wins that back cleanly. Gagnon sends it around, looking for an opportunity. That puck flipped ahead. Just missed Carter Thornton. That's going to be an icing call. 2:19 left to go. A 6-1 lead for the Topeka Scarecrows. So, face-off will be coming here in just a second. Puck is dropped. One back by Topeka. And now once again, rolled around the backside. Trying to find their way back up ice. It's Hugo Koch. Koch looking up, trying to find help. Kicks his own puck away and back to him. Koch tried to throw it towards the front and taken down is Koch. Kuykendall right back in the middle of things as that's sent back to the point. Gagnon off the boards. Back across, back. Gagnon has it. Gagnon back down low is looking for Koch. Lets it go around the boards instead. Pinching in is Norwinski. Norwinski circles off a check. Still pinned to the wall here. 3 Indiana players there. Back to the point. Looking, shooting, and that goes just wide. Hits the netting. So with 1:40 left to go, have another offensive zone draw for Topeka. Scarecrows leading 6-1 right now. Puck drop coming to the left-hand side of Parker Rutherford. So, Schulist, Wilson, Sneath, Whalen, and Papapetros. Puck is down, trying to move it along. One back with it. Sneath with a shot, glove save, Rutherford. So another face-off off to the left-hand side of Rutherford. Sneath set to take the draw again. Puck is down, one back. Cutting right towards the middle with Schulist. Couldn't come up with it. Banks it off the wall. Elijah Wilson forces it towards the middle. Couldn't play it. As that'll be poked back out to center by Anderson. Therefore, it goes up to Petros. Sends it back for Gordon Whalen. Whalen off the boards for Wilson. Wilson passes across again. Here comes Papapetros racing into the zone. 1:15 to go. Shot over the top of the net. Rides the rails. Wilson able to keep the zone momentarily. Now that's wrapped around. Wycheck has it. He touches it. They say no high stick on that. As once again, trying to force it along. Schulist with it. Back to the point. Finds Papapetros. Fakes a pass and sends it down deeper. Trying to work it along. Poke checks that one as Papapetros takes his man off the puck. Offsides was the call. And that will result in a neutral zone draw with 50 seconds remaining. So, face off right in front of that Scarecrows bench. As they get set. So they wait. Puck is ready to be dropped. And it is dropped. Scarecrows win that back. Looking for a chance to get it through center. Hustled through. Back to the neutral zone. Backhanded play by Checo. And that ends up in the Indiana bench. 42 seconds left to go. As now the puck is dropped and moved back along. Scarecrows chasing as Indiana gets in the offensive zone, trying to push that puck forward. Topeka gets it out, trying to race it ahead. Basic gets it to center, taken away there. Murphy sends it back to his defense, and now the Scarecrows looking up ice. 25 seconds left to go. Flipped ahead off a skate, pushed to the sidewall. Connor Lynn moving it along. That'll be sent down by Corey Checo. 15 seconds remaining as Rutherford moves it along for Basic. Basic back below the goal line. Feeds it along to Morea. Morea looking up ice. 8 seconds to go. As that one's dumped down deep, and that is just about going to do it. There it is. The Topeka Scarecrows come in, play their first game in history, get the first goal of the night, have their first win of the season, Well, if you asked head coach Robbie Nichols before this game, he said there are some check boxes that need to be checked. They checked them tonight. 1 out of the way. It's a 56-game schedule, and the Scarecrows have 55 left, and they started off 1-0. So the fans here in Indiana giving a ovation to their team who came out and fought valiantly. A 0-0 first period, and then of course a little bit tougher there in period number 2. A 4-1 lead for the Scarecrows, followed up by 2 goals there in period number 3 for a 6-1 victory. The final here is 6-1 in favor of Topeka, and what a night it has been. Really do appreciate everybody tuning in here for the first time on Sporfy, as well as on our YouTube home that will be home to the Scarecrows all season long. It's time to take a quick look around the out-of-town scoreboard here as we get a look. Watertown Binghamton tied at 4 apiece. Nope, Binghamton 5-4 final in a shootout. So Watertown, little under-respected. Need to put some respect on that. Columbus 3, PD 2. That one's gone final as well. Port Huron 3, Danbury 1. That's in the third period. And, of course, the final here in Indiana, Topeka 6, Indiana 1. So the first game's underway. Hockey season is underway. Hockey is back, and hockey is back in Topeka. I want to thank everybody once again for tuning in. We will be back tomorrow night, live, right back here from Columbus, Indiana. And, again, we look forward to seeing you all right back here on the YouTube channel and on Sporfy. I'm John Clement. Thank you so much. Good night, Topeka. We'll see you tomorrow night right back here.